Oh, awesome. Hi, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're joining us from. If you are probably just joining the live right now, kindly indicate that you can see here everyone here. But then until let's hope to meet as many people on the chat as possible. But before then, today is going to be a very amazing. Oh, I can see somebody already. Now I'm screaming. Good to see you. I can see you from this end. Introducing yourself will literally help us so that we know that we're not just thing with ourselves right here. Like I said, it's not always bad because every digital print can be sold. I can still sell it 2 years after. But then I'm super excited to have you here. Kindly just leave a chat and tell us where you're joining us from. And then if you're coming in for the first time today, my name is Dr. Vivian Magnus, and with me is Happiness, Delight, Abimbola, and then Blossom. Today we're going to be talking about something that a lot of people are not paying attention to. For me, in fact, last night I came in contact with something that literally through church. Oh, I led prayers today in church, but my mind was just going back to that lady, and sincerely, I feel for her, and I'm hoping that right now we're going to have as soul discussion. Maybe all of us would want to talk to just hear ourselves what our journeys has been. Okay, so I've seen, yay, Esther. So you're the first, right? So tonight I'm going to be giving an opportunity for all of us probably to just share our idea on monetization. What was your thoughts about making money? Now, please, I want us to be as sincere as possible, or um, so that anybody who is probably watching in on us can understand that okay, it's possible that you can be showing up and you're not showing up for the right reasons and you will not be getting results. So, but then it doesn't mean that there's no money on a particular platform. Is that you are simply not doing some of the things that you're supposed to do. So I'm going to be going from my right to I'll start with Happiness, then we go to Delight, Abimbola, and then Blossom. Please, we're going to be talking tonight. I would want us to be as vulnerable as possible, at least for the first question. So tell me your monetization journey on LinkedIn. Did you ever think you were going to earn money? What was your plan? Like before you started saying, oh, I was not even get, I didn't even, hey. So I'm not even saying that you started making the money now, but I'm just asking, like, what were you thinking? What were the things that were native to you that made you not to make money generally on LinkedIn? And you didn't know that you were making these mistakes. Maybe let's not, anyway, our training was beyond LinkedIn because the goal is to make money beyond LinkedIn, right? But just basics. Why were you not making money before this time? So I'm going to start with Happiness, then Delight, and then Abimbola as well as Blossom. The mic is yours. Let me just give me one moment. Let me just welcome the amazing people that we can already see chatting us up. Yay! I can see Fire Williams. Thank you so much, Ma. I celebrate you. Thank you so much. I can see Victoria as well. It's good to see you all. Amarachi, it's been a while. Thank you so much for coming as well. Abdul, good to see you. I celebrate you. So we're spotlighting all of you. Awesome. Thank you so much for. We have somebody from Sierra Leone. That's beautiful. Thank you so much, Amarachi from Enugu. So I'm going right back. So the mic is yours. Um, Happiness.
Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of you. I'm very much excited to be here. And thank you, Dr. Vivian, for the question. So, to answer your question, honestly speaking, I started my content creation journey, especially on LinkedIn. That was 6 months ago. And coming onto LinkedIn, I just came with the idea to just come and then post, and then I didn't even know that I was supposed to be engaging on people's um content as well. But then I learned that along the line. And I also thought prior to attending your monetization challenge, I used to think that I needed a large following. I needed to have like 10,000 followers and all of that before I could start monetization. But then joining the challenge, you made me realize that no, you don't need that large number of followers. You just need to put certain system, certain structures in place, and then you could kickstart. And so that is what I did over the past 2 weeks, and I'm seeing a lot of changes. So thank you.
Amazing. Thank you so much. So it's possible that there are lots of people in the comment section. So I'm going to be asking in the comment section, how what has been your plans on LinkedIn, right, or YouTube, or wherever you're probably joining us from? Just let us know. Generally, what was your plan? Did you think that when you showed up on any platform, that people will literally reach out to you and just hand over the money, or you needed to come up with some strategy in making money? So I'm going to be looking at the comment section while I'll be taking Delight Magnus's conversation. Please, well, so everyone, please just let us know, what was your plan? Okay, maybe I should make it as simple. Have you ever made money on any platform at all? Let me not narrow it to LinkedIn since we're on YouTube, right? Have you made money on any platform? If you did, what do you think was the mindset that got you to that opportunity? I know a lot of people will lean on jobs. Okay, maybe I should rule out job people because it's possible that you were seeking and then you got. But I'm talking about any other strategy apart from jobs. How did you make money on LinkedIn? So I'm going to be handing over the mic to Delight. Delight, you can just tell us your journey to where you are right
To
now.
where you are right
The
now.
mic is
Okay,
yours.
so I don't know if you can hear me, doctor. All right. So I came across Dr. Vivian and I've been following her for a while. I just got interested in her because we kind of like wear the same. I just randomly followed her on LinkedIn and I was following her page and I followed her on YouTube from her LinkedIn page. So I joined one of the classes. Actually, I didn't sign up initially, just like popped up on my YouTube notification. I said, okay, let me join in. They are talking about LinkedIn and I've been active on LinkedIn for a while, at least the beginning of the program. So I joined in the program. Like the first section was impactful. She was talking about the hierarchy of needs. Yes, I think hierarchy of needs was one of the things that really opened my mind. I was like, oh, you could do so many other things. There's no need dumping other things that you know how to do and just focusing on one thing. She even took even her industry or her company, Phoenix Gate, they're doing a lot. So it kind of like opened my mind to the fact that you can diversify. So in LinkedIn, mainly we come and we see LinkedIn as a virtual portfolio. I don't know about others, but that's just my idea of LinkedIn is a virtual portfolio. So if your LinkedIn account out there so you can go and she has done all these things that she's saying on her CV. But beyond that, Dr. Vivian made us see that you could make money from digital platform. You have knowledge, you know something. She will always say there's money on the seat of audacity. I think that's the way she puts it. And she just tell you that the difference between you and someone that is making money is just audacity. And of recent, mostly in this month of June, I've seen myself doing videos daily, mostly on TikTok, like me on TikTok and being active and all those kind of stuff. I'm a confident person when I speak, but I don't really, let's say, put myself out there. And being part of this boot camp, I would appreciate the fact that, oh, she made me see myself wider. I have a community, but we strictly have our messages or our meetings on WhatsApp. And she's like saying, if you're on WhatsApp, you're restricting the flow. Random people cannot just find you if you are on WhatsApp. I think that's another thing that I learned and I'm going to inculcate. Random people can't easily find you. Put yourself on other platform. If possible, go live on YouTube and another platform. So somebody that's just passing by can just be, oh, what are they talking about in this forum? And they join in. So she taught me, or from the 30 days bootcamp, I've learned to be more audacious, to strategize. I've learned some other technical things too that she spoke about, like the different kinds of hook. I will not talk about all that. Go and get the course. But aside that, I've learned a lot. I've learned to be audacious. I've learned to think wider. Don't they say niche down, niche down, niche down? Yes, niche down, but still don't throw away every other thing that makes you you. Thank you, doctor.
Amazing. I really love that, right? So we said literally we are not people to say, okay, if you know something, then you should throw it away. You probably just find yourself in platforms that can accommodate what you know. Like right now on this on this YouTube, I have 5 channels, 5 smoking channel. I did not come to play with anybody. So it's just simple, right? If you are very gifted, there are some platforms that will not accommodate you saying everything you know. Example, LinkedIn. LinkedIn already only just has allows you express yourself in one direction as much as possible. Else, if people see you expressing without having an agency. Now, I said it again. Those are, so you're bringing me back to class. So the two main things is essentially this, right? Is either you have an agency so that you just write, after you write what you do, you just write founder, not that you now say, okay, I'm a biochemist, I am a content writer, I am an engineer. Well, I think during our last class or last 2 days in our class, we caught one random person who came in. And when I saw his portfolio, his LinkedIn profile, we saw engineer, we saw digital marketer, and outrightly, we knew that he wasn't all that. And when we asked him, he started laughing. Guess what? He had just gotten into school. Was it 2023? So that means he's a student, 200 level student. So it didn't make sense. So that's how they catch you guys, right? For LinkedIn, most times they want you to have your thoughts all together, right? If you want to push on a particular direction. For me, I told you guys over and over again, I'm a medical doctor, and that's what it is, right? I can't change it. But for LinkedIn's sake, the only thing I can answer is doctor. That's the DR. I might not want to say medical because it's not going to support what I am pushing. But on YouTube, I have a full medical full. In fact, it's like a mini clinic. I have a clinic on TikTok that I ran away and left because my husband is not helping matters. Okay, my husband is a urologist, so we're supposed to partner on those channels, but he's been super busy, at least for this phase. I'm hoping that when he starts his own private practice to be a whole lot easier for me. But I'm just trying to tell you guys, and I still have a channel for my kids. And then I have a channel right now that is doing one other thing. I'm a worshiper generally, so I worship a lot. I've missed singing for like 3 years. I'm hoping that I'm going back. I'm getting back. In fact, what I plan to do is as I edit my videos, suppose I'll be singing and I'll record them and grow my channel. So you can see that literally the social media space gives you room to be anything you want to be. The question is, a lot of people are restricting themselves a lot, or they are expressing themselves in the wrong platform. And I said it again, the goal is until you start making plans of how to position yourself properly to make money, you just never know that there's money somewhere in a platform left for you. Okay, so I'm going to be handing over the mic to Blossom to just tell us a little bit of her story, and then we'll just allow every other speaker to say something before we hear each of the speakers just tell us something specific as regards to that. Okay, somebody's laughing. I hope it's not the guy I busted. Sorry about that. Hi's everybody. Okay, I'll come into the comment section. The mic is yours, dear Blossom.
All right, hello everybody. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, anywhere you are in the world. I'm so excited to be here. In fact, I am honored. I tell Dr. Vivian, like, there was a time I mentioned it to her, like, she's an icon, she's a legend, she's someone I look up to. So when I had the opportunity to come here and talk to you guys, I was like blown away, like, Dr. Vivian, you know. So thank you so much, Queen Mother. You do a lot for us. You're a blessing on LinkedIn. Thank you so much. So I'm going to share my story, all right? I know some people know me and some don't. I'm on LinkedIn, all right? LinkedIn is my platform. And what I'm going to say is this. When I came back to the platform last December, I came back with that value mindset. I just want to be valuable, all right? I didn't have monetization in mind. I was like, maybe as I'm giving out the value, people will find the money will start coming in, that kind of thing. But my dear, that is not what it is. That is not what it is at all. That is not what it is. From experience, I can tell you that you can have a viral post, all right? And if you're not positioned well, you won't have inbound leads, you won't have money, you will be broke, apparently. All right. So you have to understand that, okay, wherever you are, you have to position yourself well. You have to take your monetization game up. So my journey so far, all right, before the 30 days challenge by Dr. Vivian, at least I had chance to watch most of the videos. I was like wow at what she taught because it demystified a whole lot of things. You know that thing where there was a point where I thought that okay, I'm having engagement on LinkedIn, all right, people are seeing me and all of that. Maybe if I try to sell something, if I try to have a product, if I try to monetize, people will start seeing me as salesy, all right. That means people can start thinking, Blossom did not really come here to give us what she came here to give. She just came to sell. That was the first thing I thought. Then the second thing, I also thought that it was sort of selfish, all right. People think that I came to extract their money rather than value, all right. So all those things were just in my mind at different phases of my journey. I was overthinking things, all right, that maybe my followers will leave me, or I will not have engagement, so and all of that. So it was a lot for me. So it took me a lot before I could even have my first masterclass. I was tense. I was scared. I was like, what if after this masterclass everybody will unfollow me? That was not it. If you've been on LinkedIn, you notice that after my masterclass, there were lots of testimonials, like real life testimonials from the masterclass. So my journey has been a lot, but I'm going to say this to you guys, all right? Don't overthink it, all right? Don't overthink it on LinkedIn at all. And trust me, traffic is not conversion. Traffic is not conversion. I started making money when I started thinking of the monetary part of LinkedIn. And also when I watched Dr. Vivian's videos, all right? It's opened my eyes to a lot of things like the price tiers, how you can price on LinkedIn. She talked about a lot. I don't want to reveal what she has for you guys, but when she talked about positioning, how you can keep your lighting here, lighting there, just your setup alone is money. I was like, wow, this woman is brilliant. Good. So like there is a lot Dr. Vivian has for you guys. Like trust me, this has been transformative to me, like for me and my brand, because I know henceforth we are not going to play small on LinkedIn, all right? So that's just a little bit of my journey on LinkedIn. Thank you so much, Dr. Vivian. Thank you so, so much. Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Blossom. Blossom is the traffic woman. I told her that the engagement she has on LinkedIn, it can only be God's anointing. And I'm hoping that she does whatever she can within her power to just maintain it. Because if you enter that frequency, you just have to build structure. Even when you get super busy, just find a way. If it's to get somebody, I don't know how you're going to do it. But because I've seen people do that on TikTok as well, when they get super busy and start working on projects, it gets other people to their lives to still host it as they would. So for me, I would say if it's a virtual assistant, whatever it is, just make sure you maintain that traffic because it's a huge blessing and there's a whole lot of money tied to that. We're going to come to that. Thank you so much for coming on board as well. Okay, so Abimbola, you're going to be tell us a little bit about your journey to monetization and just be vulnerable. Let everybody know that this money thing is all of us, so that it's flogged. I'm going to tell you people my story. Oh Jesus! In fact, I'm up to today. I feel I feel ashamed of myself. But then I'm hoping that that's why for me it's like a passion. I want to make sure that nobody has to go through that path that I went through. Okay, so I'm going to be giving you the mic there, Abimbola. The mic is yours. Please just let us know what your journey has been so far.
Good day, everyone. Can you hear me? Good day, everyone. Thank you, Dr. Vivian, for this opportunity. I love it when I see nursing moms when they are consistent with what they do. They are not just limited to I'm taking care of children, stuff like that. So I really appreciate that about you. And thank you for making this class free for some of us. I do not take it for granted. Thank you. So for making money online, I have always known that people make money online. In fact, since I was in secondary school, but I didn't know how to go about it. Secondary school that I finished 2009. Before then, I had known people make money online, but I don't know how to go. I didn't know how to go about it. It was always a struggle. In fact, at a point when I heard about LinkedIn, I opened my LinkedIn. As I just came, I said, "What are they even doing on this LinkedIn sef?" I just left it. So until fast forward to 2023, I learned copywriting, and even with that, I still didn't do anything until sometimes last year when I came. And as just a month when I came on LinkedIn, I got an inbound client. I was like, this LinkedIn is so soft. Oh, and people will be forming that is hard, is this, is that. Like, it's so soft. Until after sometimes when I was seeing things, I'll just say that I was the only one liking my post. I'll be like, this LinkedIn is not for the it's not for the for the faint-hearted, like that. So, and what actually drawn me to Dr. Vivian was she always say there is money on the table of audacity. And that is one thing that in one of the classes she was saying that she every month she will just pull out one asna because money is the easiest thing to make. I said, this woman, this money, I'll follow her, we'll make it together. So that's has been my experience. Thank you.
Some That's so beautiful. I just love your story. I mean, somebody just shows up and then um opportunities just follows them into their inbox. That's the place of positioning yourself out there. And then one of the things I love that she said was that she was still, maybe she got that opportunity when she was still having one likes, and it's probably just her liking her post. So it means that it really did not change anything, right? But then of course, like we said, visibility is much more easier, right, when people are the ones coming to you. But before people start coming to you, like Blossom is currently experiencing, you have to pay the price of going to people for the longest, for the for the highest, for of course collaborations is another cheat sheet, right? Being a part of a boot camp where other people will be, where there is traffic and they just push you. But even if they push you, right, it will take discipline for you to maintain that cutting edge. So that's where people literally coming to you. But like I said again, it's either you people come to you or you go to them. There are two different things, right? There are two different kinds of visibility, and I tell people every single time when people are talking about visibility, they think that visibility is essentially just when you sit down and people come to you. You can actually go to people. Anybody you send the message to now knows you. That's just the truth. The only goal, the reason why for me I would always insist that okay, yes, it's also still good that you're growing your account as you're growing, is because most times when people see your account, they know how much you've invested on that account. So that is why for me, most of the people who work with me, they literally pay me a forehand. They pay me before time because they know that this is my LinkedIn, I can't run away, right? Or any other platform where they meet me at, because they know that I've invested so much. So if you're showing up daily, is you saying that this is your personal brand and you cannot easily just trade it for anything. So, but I would want everybody who is currently on on the thread of our conversation as well as here to know that there are two types of visibility. But one of the ones that most people are comfortable with doing is that they just would rather prefer to post on their timelines and then engage with everybody on their timelines. Like I said in one of our classes, the danger of that kind of growth is that most times when people are chasing after you, there are actually people in your circle of influence. So it's more like, they say it, when you want to grow, you have people above you, you have people in your peers and people under you, just different tiers of mentorship. There's peer mentorship, then you mentoring somebody coming up, and then somebody going up mentoring you. The challenge is that if you depend so much on peers or people under you, I mean, you spend your whole day, you're replying comments, you're typing comments, you're replying comments. You might not spend time to now send that specific message to some of those amazing clients who might literally change your story. Well, the good thing about, again, that's why I'm saying I'm giving two blocks of it. But I'm telling you the reason why somebody who probably doesn't have up to 1,000 followers or subscribers or whatever can make $1 million, why somebody who has more might not, is because of this one thing. The person here might just decide that I'm all about the bag, so I'm going to send as many mails. I'm going to discuss some of the things that I'm going to have us do, at least for us that will just be in the community. Some of the tasks that we'll just be doing, we're going to do map out areas. That's, for me, that's the final assignments. I would want some of you to go training. So Delight Magnus, your communication strategies, you're going to map out locations around you. If you're living in Lagos, you're going to just map out 3 companies. You're going to write them letters. Those are some of the things that nobody talks about. And some of us just expect that, okay, those big breaks come to meet us. It doesn't always work that way. I want people to understand that, right? Traffic is not the only kind of monetization. But for me, like I said, I would admonish people who are content writers on LinkedIn to have traffic. People who have visibility strategies, have traffic, because that's what you're going to sell eventually. But you see, basically any other, just imagine an engineer. Okay, let me tell you guys this thing that happened to me. Was it 3 days ago, right? While I was preparing for this event, I had told you guys come up with the graphic, but I told you people that for me and aesthetics, Jesus, that's why most times I draw back, because if I want to put my mind on aesthetics, me and graphic, I love everything, video editing, video graphic design, anything. I just love it. In fact, if anybody can just give me a mentor that will just work with me forever and ever, that might even be my next line of what did you call it, job, right? So I met somebody, I chatted him up because he posted. You see, that's the different thing. He's a graphic designer, but he's always on LinkedIn. He's almost 10,000. I hope he's not here. Lord forgive me. He's almost 10K followers, right? Graphic designer, almost 10K followers. And then I chat him up. I'm like, see, I want to do a mock-up for my book and this. Is it possible for us to have some conversation? Quick, he sent me his number. I went in. I sent him a message. I said, sir, let me just see. I don't know. My students, I told them to help me out with this, and they did it. I don't know. For me, I'm just, there's just something I want. I always want in my heart. Sometimes I cannot express it. It might just be a font. So if you use one wrong font, that's how it happens to me. I would just not like an entire graphic design. And I think I chatted one of you up, but the person did not respond to me. Else, I would probably would have used one of the flyers, but because of the fonts, I wasn't comfortable with it. Okay, so I had just chatted this person up, and then he came to my WhatsApp, we exchanged number and all that. And I said, okay, so tell me. And this person creates content every day, has traffic. I remember I said he's almost 10K. Okay, please send me your portfolio. My goodness gracious, I hope he is not here. This precious human being sent me Canva designs. And me, I told you I'm very design pro. So if I see any design, if I've seen a design once, it's like photography. That's how some of you, when you come into my rooms or even on YouTube, those times I will be doing my daily lives. Anybody that enters for the first time, I always know. When I saw it, I was like, and guess what? This person charged me $100. And I said, okay, but these are literally, so you fetched literal Canva design, plunged it to me, and you're speaking copyright English. Hey God, you're speaking copywriting English. The person even told me, so thank you so much, so this is how I'm gonna work. That's for something. He gave me tears. I'm like, okay. And I said, but these are Canva designs. I just told him outrightly, I did not cover my mouth. I said, these are Canva designs, and for that I apologize. I won't have to work with you with this. Guess what he responded with me to say? My He said something that insinuated, oh, his journey, he's just starting. You're just starting, but you want to charge $100. So you can see how, as much as possible, I told you guys, even for the students who started, I told you from day one. And that's part of the things that anybody who is probably on this life will just reiterate. Like we said, the first three classes are free. So just, if you can latch on the first three classes, you can just, in fact, you can be, I don't know, shot into anywhere. So I said it outrightly. Especially if your job, if what you're offering is not a platform specific, it means that you have to do a whole lot of job backstage. So you're a public speaker. Yes, you can do videos. That means backstage, right? If you're a public speaker and every day you're writing content, you're just writing content, or how to speak. When you want to speak, you do your mouth, and you're not doing videos. People can, for the first time, the thing is that in your mind, when you get comfortable with copywriting, because people get good after a while. For me, I didn't even have to learn it. I just came on LinkedIn, and by the time I saw people writing, even me, I started writing and I started enjoying my flow. I just knew, oh, this thing is very simple. It's either you have a hook, rehook, you have a body, or you talk about the pain points, give solution, call to action. That's all. If you want to do anything special, you put a PS to it. So if you're on LinkedIn, you're definitely going to learn copywriting. But the question is, you are learning how, the language of your offer, but you cannot walk the walk. So it was now like, oh, ma'am, this is my journey right now. Your journey, and you want to collect $100. How is that your journey? It's not a journey. You're giving pro vibes because of English. So I'm saying it again. This person spends more time on LinkedIn. And I'm saying it's not like it's bad. You know what you need, right? But if I was the person, just like I told the students in school, right? What you would do is literally, what you come online to post, you come and post your process. You're a public speaker. I love what Delight has been doing. You come and post your speech. You post yourself saying something. If you're a video editor, you come and show step by step, because the goal is you don't want anybody to want to work with you and the person is not even sure if you are going to deliver. For me, it doesn't make sense. And for me, it was a pure shame, like a huge one. I felt super embarrassed for him. And I don't know, I didn't see him yesterday and today. I just hope that that's not what, maybe he's ashamed or something, but it didn't make sense to me. And hopefully, I hope that I'm going to still contact him so that we squash anything at all if he thinks that there's anything I said that he wasn't comfortable with. But it's simple. These are Canva templates. I might not go on with this because of this. And then it was now giving me a reverse, like, okay, so this is my beginning time. Your beginning time, but you want to charge high amounts. So I'm saying this now so that everybody will pay attention. Everybody here. So there are some niches that might not require you spending lots of time without doing a background work. You're a virtual assistant, virtual assistant everywhere. Okay, so let me even start. Let me enter that my crazy zone. Virtual assistant, I'm a virtual assistant. Email manager, it's when the person now gets you on board. They said, okay, my email, can you send this and that? You'd be like, ma'am, sorry, which color? Which color do you want me to tag? Hey, God. So I said it over and over again, right? Pay attention to your primary offers, right? Demonstrate your primary offers, especially if platforms that you are building on are not specific for that, right? Are not specific. So if you're on LinkedIn and you are a health educator, right? Yes, it makes sense because health education is still more like copywriting. You still have to learn copywriting because you simplify health to people by via communications. But anything that doesn't have to do with writing, visibility, it means that you have a lot of back end work to do. Virtual assistant, remote working, depending on the what's the word? Depending on the job or the specific your specific portfolio, you need to show. Anyway, people say show not tell, but me, I'll say show and tell. So it means I still didn't rule out you showing up on LinkedIn, but I'm saying that you might be spending more time where it doesn't really matter, specific for your niche. Okay, so I'm hoping that already that one is already squashed. So we are saying being visible at the right places. It's very, very important. Yes. Okay, yes. So please, as much as possible, we have for I think our day one, we had a free content calendar for everyone that will make you have specific content that you can literally post daily that marks your growth. So your goal is not just about engagement. So I told people, I said, some people say, if you write about LinkedIn, you have engagement. Yes, because it's a platform. The day I post about YouTube, I'm going to have more engagement because it is the platform. It's kind of honor, right? For some of you, when we all started talking, the way you guys were talking about me, I started blushing. If I had some points here, I would just give you people, okay, take $5 or $10. That's what happens. So it's normal. Like once you're on any platform, you should find ways to talk about the platform, but make sure that at the end of your conversations, you literally still put what you do, demonstrate what you do, have posts that demonstrate what you do because it's very, very important. Okay, awesome. So please, in our conversation, for those in the in our comment session, please help us. Okay, help us like I was telling somebody the reason why I all of a sudden my energy just kind of when it comes to this our weekly events, I felt like the audio events was more beneficial. Once we all come in, all of us, the 300 of us will just be seeing ourselves, all of us will just be growing and all that. But I don't really like this whole okay, some people are going to be seen while some are not. So me too, I miss all of you, but then I feel like it's best for all of us as well. So please, I'm going to be everybody who is in the comment, just tell us your story, your monetization story, while we take a few conversations from some of our speakers. Then, based on what we've done so far, we're going to ask all our speakers what they do, what they're doing with their students right now, because that was my structure, right? I told them outrightly, if you can move somebody from A to B, just find somebody and teach. And then when you're learning anything, right? When you're learning anything, learn it as though you want to teach it because we are literally in the creator economy. And if you learn how and you can communicate, so it's not just why, how, what, is literally communication of all this for you're likely going to multiply your income by 10x just because you can teach it. So that's exactly what I told everyone. So I'm going to be letting coach Warner, the mic is yours. I'll be a just let us know your journey so far. The mic is yours.
Can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, crystal clear. The mic is yours.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much, Doctor, and thank you, everyone. I'm honored to join this program. And my friends, thank you very much, Mr. Kingbade and other people. Yeah, One of the things that led me to join this program was you shared a particular post that was like 3 weeks ago about hierarchy on it, and I think that post actually resonated with me so much because as a qualitative data analyst and also a research analyst, our routine we do so much about building accountability system in the workplace, and I have come across several content and people. Sorry, well, can you hear me? Hello, hello,
We can hear you. I was
hello.
making a sign for you. I don't want to interrupt you.
Oh, okay, okay. Can you hear me now? Hello, sorry. Can you hear me?
We were hearing you all along. You are crystal clear.
Oh, okay. That's good. So I came across your post online 3 weeks ago. That post actually resonated with me because as a researcher, also a data analyst, I be struggling in different parts. And one of the things that I admire so much for the 30 days challenge was how to strategize, how to set up a systems that work, because having a business that is not functioning or that is not doing well is like putting water into a basket, right? So for the 30 days challenge so far, I've been able to set up a group. I want to have a student that I'm already coach talking to at the moment. I have a platform that I speak with. And also when it comes to, and that is what it's about accountability, right? And that is what I put my topic in. Accountability is all about implementing this idea, information that what you learned, right? So what we learned from the 30 days challenge, especially me, I implemented it. I've been able to set up my visions, I've been able to set up my brand. And to God be the glory, which I'm going to message you for after this. A company reached out to me from Lagos because I live in Lagos. A company reached out to me and that they want they want a data analyst to come analyze the company. In fact, to train the company as well. So I said, wow, okay. So what happened is that I checked my laptop and did a quick job for my proposal to them, and it was so wow, okay, I'm not going to charge. This is the figure, and it was like, okay. Initially, we agreed for 4 days, but when they look at the figure, they were like, I'm a big guy, they can't afford to pay me, man. That we should reduce it to 2 days to this stuff. I say, wow, okay, that's fine. There's no problem. I'll be available. So by grace of God, by the grace of God, next week, next week, Wednesday, we'll be having another board meeting before we go for the training. So I just want to appreciate you for your work because most of the time we don't know what we have, right? We don't know the gifts, the talent, what we have until we meet someone. So for the past 30 days or the few days I joined the program, I will not lie, you have been a coach, an awesome coach so far with your words and encouragement. Because you said something 3 weeks ago, you said there's money on social media. I said there's money on social media. I said, okay, actually there's money on social media. I've been on LinkedIn as well. I like your posts and happiness too. Because she's a content writer, check her out and all of that. I just want to appreciate you. I just want to appreciate you for putting that in. Thank you very much.
I've been screaming, oh my goodness. And I know it won't be small money because I read your assignments. So I saw the vision, the mission, all those structures. And sincerely, if you had not done it, anybody can just tell you, okay, let's just give you, please just, even you, when they ask you, just say, I beg, just give me 50K, make I do what. I am super excited. Wait, so you're going to bring your title. Hey, Lord have mercy. These are the kind of things I always want to hear. I told you guys, in fact, he just became the example of the exact same thing I just said now, right? You learn to teach, educate, because even in education, there's money. So don't worry, for the remaining of us in camp, what I said is that we're going to do mapping. Literally, we're going to map out industries in our areas. And if there's anybody in Abuja that is around by after June 18, because June 18 is the birthday of my twins. This next week I'm going to be super busy, so I don't know if I'm going to do anything um LinkedIn so much. I'll be preparing for that birthday because it's a very big one for us. If you're in Abuja, reach out to me. We are going out. You see NMPC. We're going to map up all those places. Those places are very close to me. So if you're around, we're going to tell our story. So I'm saying it again so that you get comfortable. Map out the industry is very close to us. We're going to go to LinkedIn, pick up their addresses, write letters with those your hot, all those structures, brand identity, brand persona that you've written, all your mission, vision, everything. By the time anybody reads it, they will know that you're a very serious person. And that's what we hope to do right now. Okay. So I'm so honored. I've always known this. Actually, I know that, like somebody just said it, we learn to implement, right? Implementation is such a huge deal. And then most times I literally don't blame people that are not implementing. Most times if there are no structures or people who might be pushing you in a particular direction. So you hear a lot of people say, just go on YouTube. YouTube 1 hour video, 2 hours video, you'll be watching it as if. But because some of you, I put pressure on all of you. Of course, like I told them, I'm going to be unlisting all the videos this night, so that I put pressure on most of them. I think somebody came in, was it 3 days ago, and she got she got to 15, class 15. I knew, and she was just asking questions. So help me, help me. I knew that she was literally getting a whole lot, and that's what it does. Most times, it's possible that you can have truth spread, but you might not act on it except you have a community of people who support you, who give you all the necessary things that you need. And then that support, I mean, hearing testimonies like this can literally make you want to say, oh, okay, now I should probably take this more seriously. For those who are structured around this and this and that, those are some of the things we're going to be talking, right? So today, I'm also going to give an opportunity. Is there any other person who is supposed to be, who has not told us about
Yes,
their
I want
journey?
to. Sorry, I want to say something. I'm in Lagos. For anybody in Lagos, you mentioned some sort of meeting 2 or 3 companies and writing a proposal to them. Actually, I already have that in mind, and that's how I was discussing with one of my friend some weeks ago. So if anybody's available in Lagos, we can do that too because we have different niche. I'm a data analyst and specialized in research. So like content, all of that, we can meet together and collaborate and do something that is just part of growth. Thank you.
Awesome. That's beautiful. So I'm still going to, don't worry, everybody will have a time to just talk about what they do. You can just, based on what your, maybe I'm going to ask, what are your money making practices right now? Whether you, whatever you did in the camp. So I'm hoping that everybody is widespread here. We have virtual assistants, we have public speakers, we have content writers. So you're going to, and then we have BA right now. So I'm just trying to tell everybody who's currently listening in that we are widespread right here, right? Please don't bother yourself. Don't stress yourself. Your niche is going to be discussed specifically. And then if you have any question, if you've been having challenges as regards how you can monetize your own niche, please write it now. Write the question. If you're not comfortable with your niche or you think you're not making enough money as you should probably would have been making, just also write it here so that, and tell me the niche. Okay, so what we did, I think it was in our second class, Delight was trying to talk about it. We did hierarchy of needs and we explained to people why some niches might not cut it, and then we also made them improve on their offers so that they don't start. I mean, it's just like maybe you pick one particular niche that nobody really cares about on a particular platform. So we found ways to make sure that whoever it is have more, maybe improve on your offering so that you can offer more things as you grow even in your specific need. And I told you guys, writing books can be one of a like, beautiful expression. Like me now, hey God, I'm going to introduce that one much more later. You guys should not worry. But let's go into our conversation so far. So please, for those who are in the comment section, if you are currently questioning your offer or you don't even know what to do, you're not sure, you're confused, we're going to give you an opportunity to ask your questions now. So let the questions start rolling in. So I think I'm going to start with Blossom. So what is your general practice for monetization on an average? Don't worry, even if the ones that you've not practiced but you have in mind, like the goal is, so we have content writing now. So what are the things that anyone can do to start their journey in content writing? So please, if you're listening in and you're a copywriter, a content writer, ghostwriter, please get your paper and your pen because It's about to get bloody. Okay, so I'm going to be handing the mic over to you, dear Blossom. The mic is yours.
All right, thank you so much, Dr. Vivian. Thank you so much. Like, this call is very valuable. I'm just taking down lots of notes already. Thank you so much, Queen. So when it comes to monetization, sorry for the background noise. I think people are downstairs. So when it comes to monetization, all right, I think after this 30 days class, I got a lot of vision, perspective on what to do and how to monetize without losing the traffic in quotes. Because Dr. Vivian literally held my ear. You have to ensure that you're still getting the traffic. So I've been able to come up with a plan as a content writer for now. All right, for now, emphasis on for now. First off, digital products. All right, so it's more like I get to have time to teach people. All right, like my master class. Um, I had a bootcamp 1.0 and it was successful. I made money. Like, I just posted that class for 1 week. I didn't promote it. Like, I didn't pay money for promotion. All right. It was just people promoting it everywhere, and I made money from it in 1 week. All right. So that was one of it. And there will definitely be a bootcamp 2.0, and it will be more structured. And definitely I'll price higher because Dr. Vivian just opened my eyes to the fact that, girl, you can do better than that. You deserve more than that. All right. So it's about positioning. All right. So if you're a content writer here, you're a ghost writer here, trust me, you the fact that you're a content writer, it means that you have sort of had an experience with it. So even the slightest thing that you feel that is not teachable, it is actually teachable. All right. People are actually looking for those information. Yesterday I had a group call with people and I was teaching them the basics of LinkedIn. All right. And interestingly, most of them were telling me that, wow, I've not heard this thing before. And just opened my mind to the fact that most times we think that, okay, these basic things are well known. My dear, package it, put it together, all right? Whether it's a master class you want to do, whether it's a book, ensure that it's giving value, it's screaming excellence, it's screaming class, all right? And then you put it out there, people will buy from you. Okay, so for me, the master class works for me now, and also I plan to have ebooks with time. Okay, I'll just package the things I've known about content writing, about LinkedIn as a whole, and I'm going to sell it for people. And then also mentorship. All right, a lot of people have reached out to me for mentorship in the past, but I just did not want to do it because I was overthinking it. All right, can I do it? Will I be able to do it? What if, what if I'm not able to deliver and all of that? But that's past. That was old blossom. Dr. Vivian has given a new blossom. Like, the energy is so much right now. So I'm going to have a space for that. All these things with time, okay? Because I wouldn't want to do everything at once. You don't want to choke your audience. So I also plan to, with time have an agency, all right, where I would deliver different services, LinkedIn management, all of that. So I also have that in my calendar. So the last thing I'll just say to the content writers here, all right, Dr. Vivian emphasized on done for you, done with you, all of that. There are different ways to make money on the platform. Just try and see which one works best for you. You can decide to do ghostwriting services for people. Even on LinkedIn, people pay per hour. All right, we are talking about monetization gap. We are talking about how to make money daily. You can find job offers. People reach out to you or you reach out to them, and then you're paid per hour. So you discover at the end of the day you're making money every day. So you have to ensure you position yourself and you're actually putting yourself out there so that you can get such offers. So it might not even be the books that work for you, maybe because you don't have the traffic in quotes. But trust me, even without the traffic, like I've seen many people on LinkedIn. It's like sometimes I see people, I'm like, Blossom, these people are more audacious than you. Like, they have 2K followers, 3K followers, and they are boldly selling their products and people are buying them. All right. So it's more like just do it. All right. You can have a plan. Maybe this month, this is what I'm going to do. Next month, I'm going to do this. The other month, I'm going to do this. Put all of that. Done for you. You're doing it for them. Done with you. You're having calls. You're having strategy sessions. You're having, group calls, mentorships, all those things. Even if it's 5K, 10K, 20K, you're going to make money from the platform. So I think for now, that's just a summary of what I have in mind for my monetization journey. Thank you so much, Dr. Vivian.
Thank you so much, I totally love this. I'm hoping that all the people who are content writers in the house, you were writing so that you can just meditate. And the good thing about meditating and curating is that you're able to carve it into your persona. It's easier for you to release it, because now whatever it is you've heard, and I loved what Blossom said, right? So that whatever it is you've heard, you're going to literally position yourself to express it. So already somebody's asking that they're someone says she's a public speaker. Don't worry, we're literally almost everybody here will talk about what they are going to be doing to monetize in their niches. So you're literally going to hear it from them. Then if there's any places where there are gaps, I would want to talk about it. And then if there's any outlier as well, I can answer. So if you're here and you've not made any money online at all, just go ahead and document and just write whatever it is that you're doing. Moon Smiles, I can see you. Angie Hub, I can see you as well. Somebody will answer that. Rabiatu, you're supposed to be backstage. How is Salah? Happy Salah. I'm sure you probably have a very full house. Okay, so I'm going to be handing over the mic to Delight. So Delight, your people are already crying. I think somebody, let me even post it for you so you can read it. Okay, so the mic is yours.
Okay, to position yourself better, I think one of the things I got from Dr. Vivian's class or the boot camp was the fact that you need to show up. You can't just say you're a public speaker and nobody is seeing you speaking. There are different platforms. Currently now I'm posting a lot on TikTok, and it's amazing the traffic I'm getting. Even YouTube Shorts. I noticed that a YouTube Shorts, about 2 YouTube Shorts that I've posted, have had up to 1.9K views. The one I posted 2 days ago and the one I posted on the second, 1.2 new people that have gotten to know my voice. So you need to put yourself out there. You can't just say you're a public speaker and you don't speak. That's what I'm following Dr. Vivian Magnus. You know, we have the same name. So I'm following her as a younger sister. I also wrote a book. Yes, it's called Beyond Words, Mastering Effective Communication. So it's a toolkit for workspace communication, for if you're in an industry and you don't really know how to position yourself in the office, how to talk more, how to express yourself with your teammates or wherever you find yourself. So that's the product I'm working on. I'm also planning on writing another one and doing a master class. So I have knowledge. One thing Dr. Vivian made us understand is that there's something you know that another person doesn't know. So no matter how little it is of that thing that you can organize a public speaking master class. People should come up, teach them what you know. But you first of all need to create the proof by putting yourself out there. Find platform that is easy to go viral very quick, like TikTok and YouTube. Yeah. Occasionally I post on LinkedIn, but I don't get the traffic as much as YouTube. It's very amazing. Like I feel like YouTube is that's my expression. Because how can I be getting almost 2K views on a video? It's outstanding. I've never seen it before. So put yourself out there more. Don't be ashamed. And you don't really need all the gadgets. Dr. Vivian even taught us about video editing, video editing. Start with what you have. That's one thing that she said. So if you're wondering, oh, I don't have all the gadgets, make use of natural lighting. Face your window, have a good, very clear. Once you have enough light, I was so astonished as you don't need all the gadgets. Make use of natural lighting. Face your window, have a good, very clear. Once you have enough light, I was so astonished as if you're following me on TikTok, I posted the video today and it was so clear. It's the same phone I've been using to record other videos, but I had so much light on me because I posted in the morning before going to church. I did the video in the morning before going to church. Now I think I'll be doing that every day. Before I go out, I'll be doing the video in the morning where everywhere is bright because it was just different. Yeah, you don't even need a microphone. I'm speaking with my natural voice. Just be audible. Be audible and be sure of what you're doing. I don't want to give a lot of things that Dr. Vivian taught us because she was talking about hook. So you need to take your time and construct your content. She gave us some prompt. We have AI, ChatGPT. One thing, you just talk to ChatGPT. Okay, this is what I do. I want to be outstanding in so thing. I don't know what aspect of public speaking you're going to be teaching. So you can train other speakers. See, public speaking is something that everybody needs. Every creator needs public speaking. It's just the truth. Blossom was talking about hosting a masterclass, and if she's not a good speaker, she can't host that masterclass. So a lot of people have knowledge. So don't be scared of anybody. Show yourself. And yeah, my product, create products. I said I'm doing a book and I organize a masterclass. So those are things you can do. You're a public speaker, teach other people to speak properly, convert your thoughts to digital products. And yeah, that's what I have to say. Thank you, Doctor.
Amazing. Thank you so much. Okay. That I'm grateful that you answered that question, but I actually wanted you to probably talk about some few things that you're doing to monetize right now. Just the way Blossom did. That's how I'm literally going to go for everyone. So yes. So what are you,
Okay.
as a public speaker, what are you doing right now to monetize? Because we want so that everybody who is here, irrespective of their niches, they're able to monetize effortlessly, right?
Yeah.
Monetize
Yeah.
effortlessly. Oh, I think I can see my professor. Woo, professor. Okay, maybe she's trying to arrange a few things. Don't worry, I'm going to introduce her properly when she's ready to speak with us. Awesome. So, okay, let me be handing over the mic
Okay.
to Delight. So, Delight, everything you prepared, what you would have spoken about, but like let's narrow it to monetization right now. So, what are you doing right now
Okay.
to monetize your skills as a public speaker? So that anybody who is into public speaking can literally take a cue. And I'm hoping that you all have your writing materials and you can start writing as well. So the mic is yours, Delight.
Okay, so I touched a little bit of it. So what I said is that I wrote a book or have a book. The pre-launch will be on the 12th of June. That's on Thursday. That's like 4 days from now, on the 12th of June. So if you want to sign up, you can quickly search me on LinkedIn. Delight is Wiku. You find me on LinkedIn. A majority of the posts I've posted recently, you see the wait list there. So you sign up for the wait list. I think currently we have about 50 people waiting for the free launch. So that is coming up, and you can sign up on the wait list. Once the book drops, you'll be aware. Beyond words, mastering effective communication. We teach a lot of communication skills. We have about 15 chapters. So there's a part to the introduction of communication, and then I share a few of my best communication tips. Yes, so a few, just to mention a few. People don't know that communication is not really about them, it's about the receiver. That's one thing. So it's not you, it's about the people that you're talking to. Do they understand you? What language do they speak? And even in your workspace, how it becomes easier for you to communicate with your superior subordinate via connection, the importance of connection in communication. All those things are listed in the book, Beyond Words, Mastering Effective Communication. So you can find me on LinkedIn, send me a message, I would reply. If you search me on social media, you're sure to find me. So yeah, just send me a message anywhere. I'll send you the wait list and you can join. So after that, we plan on doing a masterclass that will come up probably much later in August or September. That's when the masterclass will come up and we'll be teaching communication. Thank you, Doctor.
Awesome. Congratulations. So I think it was Angie that asked. So Angie, please find a way to connect with her, and you can reach out to me if you don't find her at any point, right? So please help us share this event as well. Let's have more people on board, right? At least we still have more time left and more nuggets to learn as well. Let's get as many people on board. Yes, I even, one moment please, I didn't even remember to do some of my reminders. Okay, so I'm going to be handing the mic over to Happiness. Just tell us as the virtual assistant, because somebody already has a question, so I'm going to drop it here. So when you're answering, you can probably just put them in your thoughts when you're answering, but just you don't go over it. Just say what you are doing now and then what you plan to do as well, so that anybody who is a virtual assistant here who has never earned before can also start doing, at least before they even get to be a part of the class. So the mic is yours, dear. Happiness.
Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Vivian. I'm utterly grateful. So I remember the first time I joined the challenge on the very first day, and Dr. Vivian asked me what am I doing or what am I currently doing. And then I told her that I'm a virtual assistant, but I don't have any clients to work with right now. And she was like, Happiness, you don't need to get a client to start earning. Can you teach something? Do you know something? And then I had to quickly scroll through YouTube to see how to teach something. And I just remembered that certain times in my virtual assistant journey, I've had people ask me, oh, how can I create a Google form? How can I type this email? How can I filter this? How can I do that? So it just dawned on me that so I could actually teach. Why don't I listen to Dr. Vivian and then start a community? So that was how I started my community. But I didn't know how to go about it. And then she told me that if I'm on LinkedIn, I could start creating an email list. But then I was wondering, how am I going to be posting those email or forms for people to sign up? I didn't know how to go about it. And she told me that you just need to attach it into every content that you create. And so I quickly created a WhatsApp community, created my Google form for gathering my email list. And so every content I'm posting on LinkedIn, I'm attaching the email list. And guess what? Within a week, I got about 7 people from LinkedIn who signed up into my community. And currently we have about 10 plus students that I'm teaching, and we are currently on day 6. So if you are here as a virtual assistant and you currently do not have any clients, I would like you to ask yourself, what is it that you can teach? If it's just how to create a Google form, please just start doing that. Create a form on Google forms, and then whatever platform that you are very much consistent on, you can always add that form and then ask people to sign up into your community, and then you can start teaching them how to just create Google form. And trust me, you'll be amazed the number of people who would sign up, because I am a living testimony. I'm currently teaching students, and I believe you can also do it as well. And so that is how I'm currently monetizing um my niche. So thank you very much.
Amazing. Thank you so much for that. So you can already hear what she said. And I mean, she literally just took it up, right? So one of the things I would admonish for everybody who is currently here across niches, the first thing you should do is to have a list of the necessary skills that and or let's say accompaniment. Let's say you are a copywriter, but then you can do this, or you niche down. You decide. Of course, we also did a class. I think that our first 3 classes are free. So everything to how to niche down. We discussed that there already, right? So, but what you do is for a particular service you offer, what are the skills that can literally make you stand out? So we know that virtual assistant can talk about email management. In fact, you can just prompt ChatGPT and say, ChatGPT, what are the skills that a virtual assistant is supposed to have? You list it up to 20. If all those tools, Asana, Trello, you just name them, you cannot do it. What you do is you have a list and you start checking. Day one, you pick one tool, learn it. If it's email management that is still very hazy for you, download your MailChimp, download any other rivalry tool that can be used for email management. You just list, I tell them a lot, just list it 1 to 10, then you say day one. So I tell them every single time, you're not free. I know I rank that one in their head every single day. Don't say you are free, because you are never free. The only thing is that, and I also told them that the money you have in the bank that you are not using is still the same as the money you're going to be working for when you eventually make money. So why should money in the bank literally determine whether or not you're being useful or not? So these are some of the cheat sheets you're supposed to learn when monetizing. Is that every month I still made that statement, right? I literally bring it out, anything at all of my skills. I bring them out of my arsenal and I just slam everywhere. Some people would think, oh, I've been a part of our class before. It's the same thing. It's nothing like all my classes, nothing like the people who entered the first implementation bootcamp, nothing like second, nothing like. It's simply this, because every single time I have an opportunity to create courses, I literally overhaul again. I meditate a lot, and that's what I'm telling everybody, right? One of the things you do is you itemize the skills that are specific to your niche and start doing your homework. And I told them, you build in public. Don't say, okay, I learned email management today, I can now do email management. No, you record yourself. It's not I can do. It's not that you put it on CV and be saying I can do. No. You show, you show. So you record yourself trying to do an email management. Put the camera. I told you guys, even the video that particular day, I remember turning the camera on myself and turning the camera on the laptop, turning the camera to the lights, and I said, all you have to do is what? You can even hold your camera in your hand and say, day one, email management. Let's say you don't know how to do screen recording on your laptop. Well, you can even find out as well. Screen recording, you can use clip clamp. There are many Loom, right? I can mention, in fact, you can also write ChatGPT, hello chat, I want to do screen recording for my laptop. Write your specific laptop. It should give you tools that can help you do that. But make sure that you are showing. And when you're building, so imagine that day one, you learned email management. Day two, you learned use of Asana. Day three, Google Notebook KLM. Three, and you're just learning those apps. My goodness. And every single day, somebody comes to your LinkedIn post and you're buzzing. The person comes to your TikTok, you're buzzing, teaching people. Let me tell you, eventually you become too big even for the clients, because some of them might not be able to afford you. That's just the truth. Because now you have multiple streams of incomes. Some coming from the fact that you are making money from teaching, because now many people are just going to trust you. They will just want to give you money. For students who are very busy, might not have the time that you had to learn all these things, they would rather just pay you for your masterclass. But you have to keep showing consistently before you strike. That's what happens. The reason why most of them came for, I think it was 100 persons that signed up for the monetization class. The reason why they did was because, and guess what? I told them now, from execution, from ideation to execution was not up to 3 days. I just decided and said, next this May, the month of May, I said in 3 days, I just told myself the month of May, I think I should have if my goal was even 300 students. My goal was to have 300 students register fresh from scratch to come and learn monetization. But I eventually got 100, which was not so bad. But I'm just trying to demystify a whole lot of processes in your mind. First of all, you need to start showing what you know. Day one. So you say, today I'm starting my virtual assistant journey. What you know is that at least you can write, hi everyone, I am new on this platform. I'm for in the next 30 days. And that's what we did. So I told you guys our first 3 classes are completely free. So you can just ask me for it anywhere, right? If at the end of this life you can leave on this comment, on the comment section of this post, or anywhere at all, you can just say you want to take the 3 free classes. From day one, we already have a content calendar, and first post is vulnerability post. Hi everyone, this is my first time here. If it's your first time on LinkedIn, and I'll say it again, for most of us who are building very randomly, especially all our TikTok friends, our people, YouTube people, most of them no personal brand. What they used to do is that they will just be building. When you finish posting everything, then you realize that after a while, I know at the algorithm, if you post anyhow, after a while, the algorithm becomes tired for you. Even 1 naira you will not see again. Then you see some people, they will leave their channel and go and start looking for another thing. Like I said, I even have a channel for cruise. I told you I have 5 channels. I have cruise channel. It means that anything cruise, I'll post there, because money must be made. And that one is very easy. I can take people's materials and just post it for cruise and maybe remix it a bit, right? But I'm still saying it, right? One of the things you want to do is to grow purposefully. Now, the reason why some of the people in this boot camp were literally, for the people who are in Abuja, were literally going to go to companies this upper week, is because if I bring them out, they know what their offer is. They know that we're going to teach this particular thing. If we say we want to run a training for their company for this and that, they know they know exactly what we're going to offer them. So that's the beauty of niching down. And I think it was our day too. We taught on how to niche down appropriately. We used the we used our hierarchy of needs, yes, Maslow's hierarchy of needs, to determine what particular niche we need to focus, and then what are the complementary niches, so that when you're building on a particular platform, there are certain things that your clients might be comfortable with you offering them, rather than them paying money across borders, right? So please, I've said it again, 30 days, day one, vulnerability post. Hi everyone, this is my first time here. This will be my first ever post on LinkedIn, and I really would love some form of support. Today is the day one of my 30 days challenge. I'm hoping that you probably following on my journey. Just write something, then write a pain point and why you think this is very important to you. Then your call to action and your PS, that can be something funny for those who will support you all that whole day. right? All the whole 30 days, you see how you grow. And then the most beautiful thing, like I said again, if you carried anything at all from her as the virtual assistant, is learn to show, not just tell. Okay, so for the virtual assistant, all the virtual assistants who are currently on this live, please make sure that you reach out to her so that you can as well be a part of her community. Okay, so I think I've seen a question for data analysts. So I'm going to be handing the mic to Wona. You're going to just tell us what you are doing. Okay, if somebody who is a data analyst and wants to monetize, what are the things that they can do? My professor here is a mathematical professor, as well as she is a financial expert, especially for retirement. So she's going to teach us a whole lot, right? So that we can also start making a few plans for ourselves. But I'm going to let Mona just talk a while, then I'll be handing over the mic to her. So Mona, the mic is yours. Let me look for the question. I think a somebody asked a question for data analyst. Please, if you're still on the live and I think we've had a whole lot of questions come in, so I am not, I literally cannot see it again. So please, if you're here, all you have to do is just copy your question. I know that the lady is a nurse. Okay, I think I've seen her. Okay, so yes, let me hand over the mic to you, Coach Warner.
Okay, thank you very much. In respect to this question, when it comes to data analysis is just we have two components, right? And like I always tell people, you want to become a data analyst, you have to start from the qualitative before the quantitative. The qualitative, you can make money easily. You can make money within 2 months if you're actually serious. Yewande is here, she's also a coach. We work together. So you cannot just move from like you want to start that analysis and go to quantitative. Quantitative is numerical, while the qualitative is not numerical, and is also part of research because there are true components. Because as a qualitative data analysis, you are going to do what I call transcription, you are going to do proofreading, and you're also going to do coding and research. So it's a is a different niche that you can do, right? And you can even decide to do transcription, just to transcribe audio like this video right now, what we are the meeting right now. You have to transcribe it to a text and proofread it, edit it, and do one or two things, right. So personally, my when I switched from digital marketing to quality data analysis, my first 3 months I turned it to a book. That book right now is live. I think I have make over 100 something thousand naira, 150 something thousand naira on that book. It's live on Seller, it's live on Lulu, all of that, right? And I'm also looking forward to publish it or to do a global marketing on Amazon and other platform. So you don't need to just move to quantitative. You have to do the qualitative where you can use it to make money. So I think I've responded to that question. Thank you.
Awesome. So I said that same question that everybody answered. If you can answer that for your niche specifically.
I didn't get that.
Yes, someone she said I asked you a question of how are you monetizing data analysis right now. So you answered specifically for qualitative, right? So transcription and
Yes.
all that. Do people so people still pay people to transcribe after AI and everything that is everywhere?
Of
Wahala.
course. Of course, people pay
Okay.
for transcription.
When I just heard it, my
Yes.
ears went up because I know exactly how I was able to beat my timeline for my book. So, because it's very simple, 2 steps, and a video is translated into a book. 2 steps, guys. So, for some people I was telling them, right, because when we started day one, I told them that I'm gonna have a book, and I admonished all of you that as you were curating your content, you should have a book at the end of it, right? So all I needed to do was click. I'm not going to tell you people before people come. Well, let me just say it. But I'm not going to say it here. But all you have to do is just click. Once you click, 2 clicks, and your book is out. 2 clicks. I mean, in this generation, that's strange. And people, so wait, the transcribers, they'll be playing it and be copying it. Hey, God, Lord of Jesus. Please, the mic is yours.
So now, if you want to make money, where the easier to make money right now, right? You can start training people. You have to receive the skills first. But the more you receive the skill within 2 months, you can start training people, and also you can even turn some of those knowledge to a book and monetize it, right? And at the same time, you can go to organization like non NGO and some company, because real estate, especially right now, they need qualitative data analysis to go through their research, to go through their data, because research is all about picking some valuable key points, right? So that is the only way guys to make money, and that is what I'm using right now to say as my monetization process, right? So you can do that as well.
Awesome. That's lovely. Okay, that's very, very beautiful. I'll add a few thoughts, but let me just let's because I'm sure this is super late. Professor, you're welcome, Ma. Thank you so much for joining us. Oh my goodness, we're super excited. Let me just hand over the mic to you, ma'am. The mic is yours. Just
Thank you so
educate us
much.
tonight. Thank you.
Thank you so much, everyone. Let me tell you something. I thought the time is 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so that's why I'm late. So I didn't know it's this time. Anyway, that's I just want to let you know why I'm late. But and I have 1 hour because that's something I scheduled. But let me tell you, I have learned a lot from you, and I like your energy. Oh my goodness. That's why I said I want to get into your community. If not just the way they oh okay. But anyway, I studied mathematics starting from Nigeria. This is a little bit of my story. And when I was in high school, I had a teacher who made me study mathematics and do what is called additional mathematics. Well, I was uh, the head of my house, but this teacher always came to my house to make sure that I'm doing my homework. The teacher came to my house to make sure I'm doing my homework. Doesn't matter if I am the anyway, but because I don't want to take your time. So anyway, so I started liking what she was doing, and that is how I became a math teacher. Okay, so I went to University of Nigeria, okay, College of Education, did mathematics, and later on I did accounting. So I'm an accountant, and I did mathematics too. But I have 5 children, so I didn't want to go. Just to let the women know that you don't want to abandon your children just because you want to make this money. So I have 5 children. So I came to America. That's a long story. That's another story. So I came to America with my husband and those 5 children. They were still young, so I didn't want to do accountants. I had to go and teach and certify with my master's degree. So I'm teaching, and then took my final exam, took the exam, certifying exam. But anyway, I just want to let you know, just to start making money from my mathematics teaching. First of all, I certified, got into teaching. I went into public school. Later on, I went to start teaching at university. So right now, I am actually teaching with 2 universities because I'm retired. But anyway, this is I'm teaching with 2 universities. But how do you monetize them? You have to show what you know. So because there are some questions that students kept asking, so I decided to make videos. That is what we call digital products. I started to make videos of those the things I teach, especially those things that students kept asking me. Okay, this if it is statistics, though, that's there. If it is calculus, so there are those questions there they ask all the time. I made videos of them, and after some time, I had a lot of videos. So I went to YouTube and started posting those videos there. And after some time, I found out that actually YouTube can pay you if you are monetized. I didn't know that at the beginning. So now I have up to 15,000 subscribers and I'm monetized. And I just was posting my videos. And then digital products was I have written 7 books and I have I just want to let you know that there are a lot of things you can do, and don't allow anybody to talk you down of your dream. You have so many dreams. Your mindset, just make sure you have a positive mindset. Be where you want to be. Make sure you're developing yourself every day, because you are going to thrive anywhere. And so make sure you know the essential tips if you want to do this digital products. There are two things that people ask. What is digital product? How can I differentiate digital product with digital marketing? Well, they are almost the same, but marketing is a way of actually selling your book. And before you sell the book, you want to know who. You don't want to write a book nobody's going to read. So what I do is I do market research, and you know that YouTube is a Google. I mean, you can Google there. You can also go to Google. So I go there and see what is the trend. What are people talking about? So about ebooks, because that's what I wanted to. So remember that ebook is a digital product, and some of them can make you a lot of money, because you see, you want to write a book on what people need. So the first thing you want to do is ask your community actually what kind of book do they want, what do they need, and then you start from there. And before you finish writing the book, there are people who are going to be ready to buy the book. So because some people write books and nobody buys them, but if you find out who is going to read your book, then that's a good start. Okay, so, and actually I am still working on digital products. I am making it financial education, because there's a lot of things. I'm a teacher. I teach online. Right now I teach online. So online teaching is digital too. You just, so there are so many things you can do. Digital marketing, your ebook is a digital product. And then you can selling your book. I'm saying this because there are people in my community that are asking, what is the difference between the digital product and digital marketing? That's not a lot of difference, but when you are selling, when you go to some like Instagram, Facebook, wherever you are, and you're selling you're looking for ways, then you're doing what is called digital marketing. But when you're creating your book, the ebook, or actually the physical book, is the digital product. Okay, and so many things you can create. You can create a PDF. You can create, there are a lot of things you can create, and you can make a lot of money out of them. And I'm not going to be like those children who say, oh, see what YouTube paid me, see what they paid me. But if you think you can say that, that's fine. But what I'm trying to say is that you can always convert some parts of your job or what you want to do. There are so many things you can do. There are so many side hustles you can do. So I don't know if I'm taking so much time, but I started with mathematics, and then I decided to convert some of my videos, I mean, the lessons, to videos, which is a digital product. And then I started writing books. Do you see what I'm saying? So many ways you can combine the things you know, and then you make money out of them. So I converted my videos, wrote books. I have written one on innovations in education, because right now, a month ago, I was invited to Math GPT conference. I had never heard about Math GPT conference before. So I Googled that. I found out, oh, okay. That is also what is called Math GPT, Chat GPT. And so there are all these, and then actually there are so many things to learn, so many things I'm still learning. I'm still learning. I'm telling you, I'm learning from Dr. Vivian. I'm learning from anybody who can teach me. Don't be afraid to learn. Don't be, you just keep learning. Keep learning. Any day you are awake and you're blessed to be alive, keep learning. So as old as I am, I'm still learning. I'm going to give you the mic again. I don't want to, but thank you so much. I am
This
so
is
happy. Thank
amazing.
you.
This is,
Thank you.
please let's celebrate her. My goodness, 7 books,
Thank you so much.
15,000 YouTube subscribers. Okay, I think there's something that Delight didn't tell you all, right? In as much as it's easy for you to have a lot of people view your videos on YouTube, before
Mm-hmm.
anybody will follow you on this YouTube, hey Chimo, people will literally watch your video like this and do next, next, next. So if you see subscribers, if you see 1,000 subscribers, the person even did something. The class of 15,000. My goodness. So please
Yeah.
let's celebrate her. This is
Well,
amazing. And
thank you
that is
so much.
so much money.
I,
Science, science and education. Okay, education is a bit lower, but science, literally, if it's literally mathematical science she's teaching, I think they are
yeah.
the highest paid on YouTube.
I think finance.
Surprisingly.
Finance. I do finance also because I'm an accountant and I did a lot of finance.
Amazing.
Yeah. So what I'm trying to say is that
Amazing.
whatever you're doing and you're doing it well, education, finance. I think that's another one. There's another one, but there are so many things you can earn from in in YouTube. So many. You see, so many people are paid for getting to the to monetization. So all you have
Yeah.
to do is just try, and it's not too late to start if you haven't started. I
Amazing.
am in my 60s, getting to my 70s. Some people were asking me, "What is she doing?" And don't even care what they say, because no matter what you do, they will say. If you lie down on your bed, they will say. If you start working hard, they will still say. So don't worry about what they say. Do what you have to do. Okay. So that's what I have to say. But thank you so much, though.
Amazing, ma. Thank you so much for that as well. But then I would also want you to maybe pay also attention to entry points, like people transitioning, especially that nursing mother opening. Nursing mothers transitioning into teachers, stay home teachers. If you can build a structure in that direction, there will be so much money, especially in the US, because a
Yeah.
lot of mothers who just gave birth would want to be a part of your program. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm a bit shaky when I see people serving students directly. Most times, right, depending on your your financial analysis for whatever niche
Mm-hmm.
you're in, serving students directly doesn't really have much return. Well, thank God for YouTube, but
Yes.
the problem with that would be when you want to sell your products to them,
Yeah.
they might not buy you might not have as many traffic.
We need
So
a community,
probably
right? That's what you
awesome.
said.
Yes. So community, remote working mothers who would want to
Yeah.
transition into teaching. Maybe we
Yeah.
can just tailor a product in that direction.
Yeah.
Transitioning people from stay-home moms to be stay-home teachers.
And
That would be
and
very
we're not going
beautiful.
to just throw our children away because we're going to make money. So if
Yes.
your husband is working and you are working face to face, well, someone has to stay home and watch the kids. So you can stay
Yeah.
home and watch the kids while you do the uh, side hustle. We call it side hustle, but sometimes it's not,
It's
because
not.
it's not, because in YouTube you are going to be working so hard. I don't know who said YouTube is so easy. To me, it's not that easy, but I love the job. So who said it's that easy? No, but so, but if you find it easy, that's fine. But
Yeah.
what I when we came here, we decided that we're not going to leave our 5 children to the streets so we can make money. So I decided I'm not going to leave my children to go and chase accounting and finance. So I started teaching mathematics, and then I started recording my videos, and started writing books so I can still look after my children. And so that is it. And I'm still learning. So that's why I said I want to be in your community, because all the things you are spitting out, I want to know them. I'm also taking notes. And
You're welcome, Mama. Thank you
yeah,
so much. We
thank
appreciate
you.
you.
Thank you all. I appreciate you.
Thank you so much, man. We really appreciate you as well.
I'm
Thank
sorry because
you.
I was driving, so I'm using my cell phone because I didn't know the actual. I'm sorry, but I didn't know the actual time. I thought it's 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so I
Oh,
had
I'm
to.
so
Yeah,
sorry.
but that's okay. I would like to be here next time if you call me. I just want to know whether it is Eastern Standard Time or. But thank you. I appreciate you all. You're doing a great job.
Thank you, Ma. We appreciate you as well. Ma, you
Thank
can
you.
continue your driving.
Okay. All right, thank you so much. I just want
Thank
to make sure that you know I didn't just abscond.
No,
Okay.
no, at all, ma. Thank you so much. I appreciate you so much. Thank you, ma.
Okay. All right.
Thank you, ma.
Bye. Thank you.
Okay, bye bye, ma. Thank you.
All right. Bye.
You have
Okay.
an amazing day.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, awesome. This is beautiful. So from people who have been listening in so far, please kindly start asking your questions. But one thing I would always also want to tell everybody, right? I don't know how many people have gone to probably what's the word? Gone to, some profiles you see one-on-one, free one-on-one calls, free one-on-one calls. I don't know how many of them you've clicked, but one thing is very, very specific. There are some people who actually don't allow you do one-on-one calls with them except you are earning over 10K, except your business is bringing in over 10K. And what I mean by 10K, I didn't say 10K naira or 10K CDs, or which of that money do I know now? Please, if you're from other countries, just line up your name. It has to be 10K dollars, right? They will tell you outright it's free. But if you're earning anything less than 10K, the Calendly will just spit you out. Or even if you book the call, right? Even if you book the call, the Calendly will cancel the call by itself. So I'm just trying to make you guys understand this thing, right? I understand that most of us, all we are concerned about is how we make money, we are visible. But there's this one quote that I'm telling you every single time it wins, right? The best way to make money is actually to work for somebody who has the money. And what I mean by work for somebody who has, if you want to be a millionaire, you work for millionaires. If you want to be a billionaire, you work for billionaires. And that's why they don't even want to expect that you, who probably cannot garner up to 1K dollars per month, you now come and jump on their call. You want to use their process. How? In fact, it's like a waste of time. They will not even, you will not get close, and it's a free call. So I'm just trying to say this so that I let you all know, right? When it comes to mapping out your clients, you have to sit down. For you to start earning, you have to sit down and map out your clients. And that is work in itself, but that is where the money is. Else, you just be having bomo bomo. And you know the freelancers money. This month, somebody will just come for partnership. Wow, you hit like 2 million, 3 million. Next month, there may be nothing. Then another month, so the goal, of course, we thought, I think one of our final classes was financial management, and I'm hoping that we all discussed by now. All of you would have decided what percentage that you're saving, because now it's like you are the CEO, and that's what people don't understand, right? Once you become a freelancer, a content writer, a content creator, a YouTuber, you're already a CEO. So it means that any money, and I'm sure I've gone to YouTube's all across. Like I've seen people with 5 point something. You know, the worst that can happen to you is when your 5.4 channel, right, 5.4 million accounts, all of a sudden cannot garner up to 1K reaction or 5K reaction. It's shocking, but it happens to some channels. And then of course there are many things. There are many things that can come up when it comes to that, right? But then, of course, as you grow, the thing they always expect, that's one thing with a very fast growth. Some people don't know the path or the pattern. If you just grow out of virality, its reproducibility will be very, very short. I've seen that happen to people a whole lot. So the most important thing is, if you meet, even if you jam traffic, like I've been begging Blues on, make sure you maintain your traffic. If you jam traffic, maintain it. But if you have not jammed it yet, just make sure that you are growing as you are growing as you're probably garnering the little traffic that you have, because it's very important. Yes, I told you guys at the beginning I was going to tell you guys my story. It was a very pathetic one. I'm serious. Every single time I think about it, I will literally cry. So all those times people were hearing all about me on LinkedIn. Hey, Phoenix get this in 1 naira. And I told you guys now that I would bring people on my platform. 200 people will sign up for their courses and more. Even those people, they didn't even say, I beg, let me even just give this girl 10K. Let her even just go and buy Sia one day and just say, finish gate events. I'll just sit down and say, hey, I end this year. Nobody did nada for me. And I'm saying it now because of, and I know that some of you are already on in that trap. Some of you already are having traffic that you cannot even monetize. Like I told you guys the story of that lady on TikTok. The way she has positioned herself, if anybody gives her money for anything to be like this, her only best bait in this life is collaboration. And the way she has positioned herself, no, no, no. The good thing about LinkedIn, so I'm saying it again because anybody who is currently here who is also on LinkedIn, who is not yet on LinkedIn. If you're a YouTuber and you're not on LinkedIn, please find your one on LinkedIn. And then even on Instagram, there's this side, there's the education side of Instagram. Those feeds, if you're somebody who is very educative, I will Delight, I'll send you one lady's, oh my goodness, one lady's channel that talks about public speaking. When this lady finish talking like this, you could just close book and say, ah, give me the mic, I want to do TEDx. If you hear like her posture, how she communicates it, and she's almost like you like that, I pray I make sure that I remember, I find her. There's a side of Instagram that is complete education. So for people who are into video editing, right? Another thing I said in one of the classes is being able to find the platform that is appropriate from you for you. I said it again, right? Find the platform that is appropriate for you. But I would admonish everybody as much as possible, start from LinkedIn, because LinkedIn just gives you sorry, 1 minute. Gives you that discipline of showing up every day. You guys don't know. LinkedIn is easy. It's as easy as anything. You don't even understand what this thing is. I mean, you just wake up, you just write posts, you can just use one picture. My goodness. Hey, if you want to do YouTube, except you are stealing people's materials. And the thing is that you can be posting people. I told you guys, me now, my plan, I cruise channel. I'll just, anybody, any movie, anything I want, just put on there, make it they grow. That one, at least if somebody, what did you call it? Somebody clicks on my post and says copyright, maybe I go viral. The person clicks on copyright. When I'm crying, I'll cry with my half of my eye, because I know I already have 5 other channels. So I will not be bothered. But you see LinkedIn, you can just wake up and you use your photo. And because you've written for 1 year, you've written for 2 years, there's this natural flow that will always come to you. But you see, for other platforms like Instagram, YouTube, you post like this, your post will be looking at you. She's saying all these things that she's saying is that ask her for all her 10 views, her 4 views, her 50 views. Delight, you should be telling them, oh, before somebody come now and say YouTube is very easy. YouTube is not, especially if you're just growing, it's not so predictable. But one thing I know is that they want to push new channels. They want to push new channels. So please, this is the best time for you to open a YouTube channel. I think yesterday I just opened one. I just dawned on me in my spirit while I was preparing for this event yesterday night. I just heard myself, I just saw a channel that I needed and I just opened it. Immediately I opened it. In fact, I have 1,000 people waiting, like, that just viewed. They can view. If it's YouTube, YouTube people can view. Now to follow be
Yeah,
the main thing. So I think
yeah,
I have like four new subscribers. And I told myself I will not push that channel. I'll just leave it to be doing automatic. I'll just be finding anything to be put in there. So that, and the reason why I'm saying I have more channels is so that the pressure of growth cannot come on you as well. In fact, sometimes you can even put all those videos that you've put in video 1, put it in video 2. And then the secret of YouTube growth is the shorter the better. The shorter the better, especially if you're a new person and whatever you want to post is not a face of people that are already known. So you see channels that are dedicated to movie reviews, my goodness, you'll be seeing billions views into billions. You just be saying, it's just because they already, when they see actors, their childhood actors. I even tried it on my channel one time. I posted, I think was it I posted a movie by, what's the name of this guy that acted Jesus, like our main Jesus, our fine Jesus. I think it's Jim Caviezel. Yes, I literally had almost 25k, getting to 30k views that day, and I just did it. I just say, I know if I continue like this, I will just take my channel to another bush, and Kai, I'm not ready. So you might just post it one day and then somebody just strikes you. All this my hard work. So I just repented. I just used to use those views to console myself that so my channel can do this. So the question will be, that's why for me, I also even stated that we're going to you see that event in Abuja, it has to happen. And then my goal is that before that event, we are literally going to even map out the event. We're going to plan both content creations. One of the things I've realized in content creation is that if people are more in the video is likely going to do better than you just being behind the video just alone. That's why also the concept of doing yourself clones can also work. But then there are some certain angles that you might not get except you start buying all those stands and all that. And then, like we said, the goal is not to pressure anybody. People who will just be entering into video editing, content creator, into YouTube that day. In fact, down to dress code. I plan that we will even have specific dress code so that our what do they call it? The outing will be clean. I even have somewhere in mind already. The place environment very clean. It will just literally be like UK or something so that we can oppress some people on that LinkedIn. So if you are here and you're not yet in that group, so this is me also reaching out to Abuja content creators. Please share this post so that as many people that are going to see it are going to come. Like me, I'm hoping that I'm going to have an inner circle of people that we can generally even have a schedule of meeting once a month to just create content, amazing content, discuss things, dance. Even that day we're going to dance. The dress code, some of us, for people who are comfortable with wearing trousers and all that, we can even, I'm looking at jeans and white top so that we don't look like people that are running from somewhere. It will be totally planned off, like very neatly as well. So I'm really looking forward to that. And then please, if you're not yet in the group, do well to just join already. So I think someone else has not spoken at all. Is a niche not? Is there any? Hey, Abimbola, something probably might have happened to her. Okay, yes. Sorry, Abimbola. I was looking for you. What happened? You were cooking soup. Okay, please, the mic is yours. Just tell us how to monetize. Um, how to
Okay.
monetize from your own niche, like
Okay, thank you, Doctor, for the opportunity. So one of the many ways I monetize my, I'm a copywriter, so one of the ways I monetize my skills is to write copy for people. I actually started with email copywriting, but along the line, I know that I love to write. I can write a lot of things. In fact, the agency I worked with first, they I used to write landing pages, sales copy for them. So why not? I just went ahead and learned general copywriting. So with that, I can write landing pages, sales pages. So if you are just starting out, you may not niche down to a particular niche. You can, since you can do a lot of things. I do website copy, ad copy. So if you are not looking to hire me for email copy, you can hire me for website copy and like that. Then another thing is ghost writing. I write ebook for people. Then I do YouTube script writing, and I specifically want to talk about this YouTube script writing. People will say that I don't have a client yet, but you can go ahead and open your YouTube channel and start writing scripts and be posting, because you cannot say, oh, because someone has not hired me. You know how to do it. You too. And in fact, I have a YouTube channel, a faceless YouTube channel that will go live this week, and I'm believing, I'm praying that by the end of July it will get monetized. See, once it is monetized, I'm going to do a YouTube monetization challenge. You all will pay for it. So put your YouTube is something you can do for yourself. Do it. You can write email copy, create a newsletter, and start sending out to people. I have friends that do newsletter. I've not started newsletter yet. Then another thing is, see, in the course of this monetization challenge with Dr. Vivian, I've created an ebook. And guess what? Despite that doctor has said that there is money on the table of Audacity, you know that I was still audacious to monetize the ebook. But some people can, in fact, my immediate younger sister said, I'm not going to read your book until you monetize it. It was when she told me that I was not like, ha, okay. And you know that before I monetized it, I made it free because I felt like it's a short book, and like over 40 people downloaded the book freely. Just on Thursday, I monetized it. Over 10 people have paid for the book. Now I'm better than someone that will say, oh, I can do digital products. Now I'm a step ahead, even though the money is not much, but now I have earned through digital products, I've earned through ebook. So, and I can put you through, I can collect money from you because I have the experience, you don't have it. So one of the ways to do that is, you know that like Blossom was saying that when she had large followers, my follower on LinkedIn is still under 1,000. But a lot of people come to my DM to say, how can I start email copywriting? How can I start email copywriting? Imagine that I have a crash course on email copywriting that I can sell to them. I'll be making money. In fact, it's because I'm not audacious enough. I should have created a WhatsApp group for them and say, yeah, come and learn master class and be teaching them. Of course, I know
I mean,
what I do.
you close your mouth. We did not do class on community building. Close your mouth there. Don't embarrass me here. Please continue talking, my darling. No, you have your results. My goodness.
Okay, so that's one of the things, and I used to assume that people know what I know. That a lot of people also what is special about what I know, because I'm not easily impressed. But I get to know that people don't know what I know. People, like, some things people don't know it. So one of the ways I learn is, okay, if someone just now, I say people don't pick my brain for free again. Shey, people used to say, I can learn on YouTube. Oya, go to YouTube, go and learn it. Okay, but that's say go to YouTube, go and learn it. But now I just discovered a lot of things in this challenge, that and what that people don't know things, and when people approach you, of course you can give, because it's good to give. It's one of the things we learnt in the class. In fact, the first 3 days of the class we learn giving, but at some point we need to know how to monetize it, so that you not just be giving, you be popular but you are broke. Thank you.
My goodness, that was hot. Blossom, how did that feel? Okay, Blossom will be leaving us, right? Please, Blossom, you can go ahead and go for your next meeting. I celebrate you, dear. Thank you so much. Welcome. Oh my God, this jab was hot. Abimbola, so you've been keeping that bomb. Somebody said you be popular, but you are broke. My goodness, I'm telling you, my guys, I saw popularity with my eye like this. I said, even on LinkedIn, there was a time that you could not turn like this without seeing me. Literally, I grew by. In fact, some I was ashamed to celebrate my milestones because it was too fast. Like I literally went from 2K to 3K, 4K to 5. All of that, I'm not sure it was within the spans of 3 weeks. 6K, 7K, I did not. I stopped celebrating because I just started feeling bad. Aha, everywhere, Vivian. But Shingai, I said it was even it was my friends that were catching out. And the worst part is that they didn't tell me anything. I told you guys, my story is very pathetic, right? They won't even tell you anything. Even if you say, okay, you bring people on board and you say, okay, sell your courses. After selling now, you just say, In fact, one of them, the person even told me that over 200 persons entered their DMs to ask for that particular course, and the person sold. At the end, I said, see, almost all my students were just buying things from this person. And I said, even 1 naira. That's just how people think, right? Once money enters their hand, their mind is okay. They want to do something else with it. But even you that probably positioned yourself properly, and that's why for me, I'm very, very passionate about Blossom, because I don't want to hear that she experiences any of those circle. For me now, of course, obviously, I've gone on to many things, that there's certain things that I'm looking for, right? When I have time for traffic, I will do it. So, but I'm trying to tell you, if you're somebody who is just starting out, please make sure that you're growing as you get into traffic, right? If traffic meets you and you don't have an offer, the word is that you are finished. That's the word. I'm sorry, but I'm going to say it. It's simple. You are finished if traffic meets you without an offer. And that's what happened to Coach Wana. Literally, if he did not have all those assignments he was doing, if he didn't have all those things properly written out, there's no company. There's the problem. Sometimes when somebody tells you to give your offer letter and then they just see you write, in the offer letter, hi, I am Coach Wana. Okay, here are the deliverables. You just do pang, pang, pang. You didn't even take them through all your heart, what you do, what you want to offer them, this, and that. And you just, all those serere, you just go straight to, 50 people, 5 million. Somebody will just say, is this one a serious person or what? But if you don't know, like by going to programs like this, you never know. Okay. So I love Abimbola. I'm hoping, please, Abimbola, I'm counting on you, and I'm going to, as much as possible. Anyway, thank God we already have a community. Part of the offer that we've also made is that for the people that are going to be joining our monetization program, right? It's going to be for the whole year. As in, I don't, for me, I don't even have the strength of, after 1 month I'll start looking for people to come and do any course. I'm not even interested. My own is, I'm interested in what do they call it? I'm interested in your results. I'm interested in seeing you grow. I even want you around me. In fact, I feel so bad with all those my community people then, because we're doing, what do they call it, circles, and somehow we'll lose out some people, because after a while some people get tired, they'll go and join other communities and all that. It's not like there's anything wrong with it. For me now, mine is, if you join the program, whatever it is that we're offering to you. So if you would want to be a part, I I have a very beautiful offer for you tonight, right? So what we're going to do is once you come in, training, like I told you guys yesterday, I announced my pre-launch that was supposed to be for today, but my graphic designer had a little delay. We had some little errors that caused a little delay. If not, I was supposed to play the video and show you guys the graphics of what the book is all about, right? So but for me, I'm offering it as a complete package. So my book is coming out. It's every day. The book is structured for your 30 days. So what I would admonish anybody who probably jump on the program is that you'll be in the community forever, but the good thing is that you've paid for the community, right? And for me, like I said, I want to transition from remote to physical as much as possible. My goal is, this is my heart cry and my goal, right? With any big break I make now, is that I'm going to have a physical presence. So if we have an opportunity to have that physical meeting. For me, I'm hoping that the next physical meeting will be at Phoenix Gates outlet. That's how good, and literally to be a place. Of course, I've always done business all my life, so I already have a particular product that I sell. I have contacts all across the world for that particular product. But then I'm also going to have a creative space for people to come and do creation. So my business is even going to be aligned around content creation a whole lot. But I would want young people who are literally pushing and driving. And I feel like commuting physically can do something emotionally and then probably put more energy to people. So yes, my book, today is officially a pre-launch of the book. It's, should I state the name of the book? No, I don't want to say it now. Please, if you want to hear the name of the book, just type it. Okay, maybe let me ask you all, right? If you know, what do you think the name of the book is likely going to be? So let me just see all the chats coming up, right? Let me see what everybody is going to be thinking about. But then that's essentially what we plan to do. So for the purpose of this program, okay, give me one moment. Yes, so sorry about that. I turned off my. So for the purpose of this program, our goal is the 30 days. We have a free 30 days. It's only when attached to the book and the entire program. So for me, my offer tonight is literally almost 6. So you're going to have every day. For me, one of the things I would say is, based on how I worked with this set of 100 persons that just passed, I just realized that okay, maybe the daily they needed more time. So what we would do is, day one you do video, day one, day two is for practicals, and you are going to have a workbook, so that unlike them where they had to go and were doing times two, they were doing times two on videos, you're literally going to have a workbook that you just fill in. You just say, okay, today I'm learning on, like our day one. When we did our day one, we spoke audacity to everybody who came there. We made people understand that they were needed and all that, and then we went on to niche down and all that. In fact, day one alone had module up to module 7. The one alone had 7 modules. It was just too rich. And then the assignments, that was when we now started. We talked about, by the end of day 2, we had already started talking about our brand story and all that. But we started from niching down. But our niching down, the kind of niching down we thought was not the regular niching down. I quickly I had to go and start locking the videos. I'm even in number, I think I'm in day 7 now. I'm locking all the videos because of course I understand that people copy a lot and they will not even, for me, most of the people I've helped before now, they, when they start becoming very big, they will start grabbing other people and be saying this person is their mentor. And it's not like it's bad. I don't have a problem with it, but that's why I'm going to cover my material. So literally all the classes, after tonight, I promised my students that I was going to leave it live for them only tonight. For people who are currently live, everybody, whether you're going to be a part of the classes or not, you have day 1 to day 3 is free of charge, and day 1 to day 3 is a bullet that can trust you to the whole world. The only thing is that if it trusts you, so like what we're saying, you better not be visible without a very good offer or the communication of an offer. That's partly what we did for everybody who came on board today. In the camp, we made them intelligent. And the reason, one of the things I realized was that because I opened the gates, some people didn't know what I did. They didn't see the spiritual transformation that was going on. And that was why I made up my mind. I said, no, it can never, I will not hand it on a, what did you call it? It's like giving, what did you call it? A precious, a pearl to a swine. they will just match it and just jump off and pass. So I made sure, I told myself it's private, it's not even on list. If you know, if I on list, and some people probably will have seen the video somewhere where I was trying to tell them, oh yeah, come in and learn. You'll be able to access it. But once I put it on private, no, you cannot access it until I give you access. So I said the first 3 days, for people who are still wondering what we did, if it's not important, you're going to have the first 3 days as asset, but as a package, I have a full book. So that book is like a guide to. So wait, so people are not suggesting the name. I'm waiting for you guys. Say the possible name of the book that you think that is coming out. Okay, my book that is going to be as part of the package. So like I said, you're going to be having 30 videos. If you jump on my offer, you're going to be having 30 videos. You're going to be having a book, that book that I'm asking you to guess. You're going to be having a workbook in such a way that that particular workbook, what it can do for you is that, let's say you're very busy and you're not able to attend to the book, all the book, and then you're not able to attend to all the videos. What you can do is that the workbook can just give you a quick guide. I mean, all the questions, a quick guide. You just, let's say you have an interview tomorrow. You just started this book and you started posting about one particular skill, just like we told you, with all the prompts and all that. And then tomorrow, maybe a company just sees your post and they are interested already. You cannot just go on the firing squad, because as far as I'm concerned, if the company just calls you, because that's what happened to Wona, if he was not ready and they just called him, you can just say, oh yeah, just give me 50K. And the person would be like, wow. And I think that this particular thing I'm talking about happened to I think it was my pastor's wife that was talking about it. Was it 3 or 4 days ago? She got a contract in a very top company. I'm not going to mention name. Guess what came to her? Hey, Jesus. 50,000 naira after training middle class. Like, is middle level of a top oil company in this Nigeria. I don't want to call name. They gave her 50K. So you can imagine, if you don't know all these other things, maybe the person just sees your post and just tries you and says, okay, give me your document. And you just go, you just write AGK route, virtual assistant. Next thing you just put price star. I charge 50K or I charge 100,000 or I charge 300, and you'll be feeling dope with yourself. Once you notice that the money does not move from the company account to your account, Otilo, it has finished. You know that they've broken that money down to almost 15 pieces. They just give you the last one. Even me, it happened to me. My first ever speaker engagement, I made 6 figures, almost 500K. But the money still didn't come directly to me because it was a very big company. So that's how these things happen. But at least it was better. I didn't sell myself cheap, right? So when we did, somebody did ABC. Irene Duke, I don't live tire. Please keep suggesting. No, let me just be laughing. Okay. AGK Root said monetization. You might be close though. So you should just keep trying. For all the people who are currently on live, keep trying. So that's what I plan to do. So the first thing, like I said, is you're gonna have the videos for free, because the video, if I want to charge for these videos, I'm sure it will be reaching like 250K alone. Because how I recorded these videos, it's like a one-on-one. You can't sleep on me. Do you know that? I'm serious. Every single time I listen to my videos, I feel goosebumps. In fact, part of the ideation of mapping my area came from day one. Because what I did was, when I was translating my book, when I download it and I'm just listening to myself and I'm just happy. I'm like, Jesus, this girl is intelligent. That's what I tell myself. Oh my God, this girl has fire. I'm just trying to tell you, even just the videos alone is 250,000. The book, well, you say digital products, maybe last time, if it's going to be cheap, maybe let's say 10K. If it's so bad as bad, but the thing is that the book is really, in fact, if I say the workbook alone, if I want to sell the workbook, maybe 5K, then the book maybe 10K, because it's a whole lot. Some of you, like I said, only God knows how much you're going to pay Coach Wona now. Means 6 figures, and me like this. I'm the idea of selling monetization as a niche is that I should be able to collect my money from you people first before you start making your 7 figures. That's what I'm supposed to do. So in fact, the cheaper I charge, the more disadvantaged, because you still make your money back, right? And that's how most people charge. Maybe all the Vuzis and the rest. That's what they have in mind. Those business coaches, they charge you very well so that you can sit up and stretch. In fact, it was after I announced the monetization challenge that I knew that I shot myself on the foot, because I knew that If there's anything that this camp taught me, is that if you don't charge people for anything that you're doing, you are not helping them. That's just the truth. You are not helping them, because number one is that there's nothing involved. They won't make the sacrifice. So I'm telling you now, just in case you're feeling sad that, oh, you're probably going to, when you give an offer now, people are going to see you and they are thinking this and thinking that. I'm telling you again, if you don't charge people, you are stealing from them. Take it to the bank and cash it out. We're over 100 in the group. See the amount of people that are on the live. If you don't charge people, you are robbing from them. And trust me, I've seen a lot of these people enter my DMs and they are begging me for money. So, but they could have just sat down in class and just start making money. So all these testimonials that we heard this night, and like I told you guys, how my own community is structured. I'm not giving you any hope and I'm telling you make money. No, it's that week one. If you're a serious person, week one, you're making your money straight. If you're a serious person or you're already building structures to earn money. I'm not selling. If it's job application, we did all that. So we even did LinkedIn optimization. We did Upwork optimization. We did everything. We even did job application for those who are interested. It's just that most people who were initially interested in jobs, once they entered my first class, second class, I think Happiness was the perfect example. Happiness just sent me a message and I said, ma, this job I was asking for, I don't think I need it. With the thing I heard this night, I'm not sure I need any job. I don't want the job. What I want is, this is what I want to do. I said, madam, just go ahead. Anything that you're more comfortable with, if you want to stretch right now, obviously. And then you guys heard your results from her. So for me, I know my product. And I know that because I didn't make people stretch, go out of their way to come halfway to where I was, I robbed them, because some people will still be broke who are in that group right now because they didn't pay. So I made up my mind, never, it's not going to happen. And I told you again, I'm saying it to everybody who is currently live, right? If you pay for anything, you're going to pay attention. And the higher you pay, the more your attention. That's just the truth. See, take it the bank and cash it. I can tell you, I know. If you think I'm lying, put it in the comment section. How many free books, free ebooks have you read? Oh yeah, let's start, all of us. Everybody on this slide, let's comment. If you have downloaded any free ebook, especially from your fellow LinkedIners, I'm not even going outside. If you've downloaded any free ebook and you read it, type read it. Type read it. Somebody said monetization buddy. Please type it. Oh, please, let's do this exercise quickly so that we can go from here. We have really done very well tonight. So please, let's write. If you've ever downloaded any ebook, free ebook specifically, and you read it, just type yes, 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 yes. Please, guys, let's make this very fast now. Let's make this very fast so that we can, all other of our speakers can just talk about their offers as well. So while I'm waiting on you guys, okay, I'm sure it might be the regular delay. Okay. So that's number one. So number two, I said you're going to have let me see, I already sent all this list to my graphic designer before, like I told you guys, the way I want my things to be, I don't know. I love videos. Maybe I would eventually pursue a career in videos. I don't know. Just maybe. Okay, no problem. For all the people who want to be a part of the group, you're going to join. Somebody said half, yeah. Somebody said no. Annie Bello, you read a fellow LinkedIner's book that is free of charge, and you read it from cover to cover. You read it from cover to cover, and it's not workbook, because I know the book that you want to talk about. That thing is a workbook for your program now. That one you pay, Abi, you know pay. They can tell you free, but it was part of your program, right? So you literally paid for the program, Abi, you know pay. Better confess now before I send my angels to you. Okay, so part of the things you're going to be having is an access to our free community. Like I said, my goal is I don't want just traffic of people entering and leaving. I want people I can grow with, people I can call on any time, right? Who can call on me, who can come around if you are around my city, or I travel to your city, and I literally we do recordings. For me, like I said, the main money, this is the content economy, right? With the increasing high rise in AI, right? It's possible that AI could reach its plateau and still people will have to fall back to human relationships either way, but we can still be armed. So the five things I'm selling tonight in my offer is you're going to have 30 powerful video guides, and I did it each for every day. So what we'll do is you do day one, then you take a break to do your coursework and your assignment. So like I said, you're going to have the book, and you're also going to have the workbook, right? Just in case an offer comes for you, you can easily just fill the workbook and just send it, right? And you can still have, it's more like a template kind of thing, and you can have your opportunity like that. Then part of things you're going to have is a weekly review. Like for me, I like to come out, all the community people, they knew every day at that time, except when I took permissions. Okay, something happened, right? And I moved it, but I never missed a day. But them, some of them were more than happy to me. So if there's anybody that will be tired, it will be you, not me. I'm saying it and I've said it clearly to everybody's hearing. If there's anybody that will be tired, it will be you, not me. Okay. That's because it's a matter of trust. And I told you guys when I taught them personal branding, trust is a big deal, right? And for me, I kept my word from beginning to the end. Okay. So then we said then one of the things you're going to have access to is accountability partners. So these are our grad ones today. Like I said, I did it on purpose. I didn't want to put graduation anything because I mean, what's the meaning of that? I'm sorry, guys, for the people who are building structure in that direction. But for me, I just wanted people to be able to serve, not uh, and also lead so that they are independent. Anybody that saw the flyer would just say, "Ooh, these horse people are speaking on this platform." That's just what I wanted. And so our leaders who finished from um, this first batch, they would be available to be accountability partners to any of you who will be signing up today. So then I said, of course, every of my programs are wired. Everybody's wired to be a speaker. Everybody in my program. So if you've been having challenges with public speaking generally, you know that at the end you just come to my platform and you definitely speak. So everybody who spoke here, who knows? All we did was we did 3 days of teaching. In fact, even when we came to our day of practical, I don't want to say what I want to say in here because these people are top voices in their niches. So you're going to have these five things. Like I said again, access to 30 powerful videos, my two book, that's the workbook, and as well as the book that is coming out. And then you're going to have a supportive community for the whole year, right? So it's not that okay, we finish this batch, then we'll come again, we'll coach you and start telling you, okay, enter batch class 2 or enter class 3. There's nothing like that. If you sit down and you do everything that we're going to offer you now, that's why I cannot make it free. I cannot. In fact, if I make it free, I would have stolen from you. Maybe this is me officially telling anybody who probably registered and was playing with it. I'm so sorry for you because I made it. You did not see what I was seeing, right? But then it's already, thank God you have one last chance so that you can stretch in. When you pay attention. Okay. So I said again, we have every week live review seminars, and then you can, some of the days, some weeks I do my life as a live. So you can even meet me on YouTube, just probably doing my YouTube growth and any other thing. That was the advantage they had. So even after we finished our classes, some people stayed back to ask questions. All of them submitted their materials. I reviewed their materials. For the people who submitted on time, I reviewed all their materials with them. And yes, I am busy, but I did all that for the people who submitted early. And these are the things that I'm going to be offering you. So if I'm going to price this class, I'm serious with this kind of monies that are coming out from here. Even 500,000, I should be able to close my. The truth is, all of those classes that people are seeing on literally all other platforms, one of the things I've noticed with them is that when they want to offer you these courses, they will probably teach you maybe once a week or twice a week. But imagine that every single day, even if you're a goat, I'm just asking, every single day you wake up and you're hearing things that are spurring you in any particular direction. There's no way on the 30th day. Like I told them, all of them, even Delight wrote a book from this platform. Abimbola, I think you said something about you. You have a book, right? Yes, you have an ebook. And that was what I told them from day one. I said, if you start creating appropriately, and that's some of the things you're going to be hearing as well. If you start creating appropriately, on the day 30th, you will launch your digital product. If at all, if for the people who already have some form of scope, who have been maybe producing content before then, even from day one, you can even sell your book from day one. That means you already had something that you were doing, so you'd want to push it. So like I told you guys, even if I charge 500,000, I'm still going to be sleeping smiling because I know that there is a result in it. But for the purpose of this night, right, the price is going to go up by, today is what? Today is Sunday. By 12 midnight today, I'm just giving everybody the opportunity of, okay, maybe they just heard it for the first time. Okay, they didn't really know. Da, 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 da. What I eventually, by the time I calculated it, I told you guys 500 is even a walk in the span. And if I want you to pay attention, I would insist that you should pay 500,000 naira because I want you to pay attention. But for the purpose of this night, and because we launched and then the joy we all shared here, I'll just leave it at 30,000 naira. I've told you guys, the reason why I'm leaving it at this 30,000 naira is only me and God that knows. By Monday, but if it's for dollars, in dollars, it's $50. No matter what, that's the least I can, because I know that you people can afford it. For the people who are from the US, like my professors and all, in fact, what is $50? Some of you might even, if you know that if you pay $50, you won't take this course seriously. Please pay 100, pay 500, pay 1,000. Anyway, we have that. If you want me to work with you one on one, I have the class for $1,500. I have the class for $1,000. You can as well bring me on board. Like for me, I'm looking at longevity. I'm not looking at, oh, I will just I'll just collect your money and take off. To go and take off to go where? For me, I prefer relationship to anything. And then, like I said, everything that I taught you guys, when I taught them, we gave them 5 streams of income, and there is no way, if you did everything we told you, that before 30 days you'd not start earning from any particular outlet. No way. So you heard all the people who spoke, and all these people that spoke were people who were coming out every night. They would just come out, Dr. Vivian, da, 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 and like joke, like play. And for me, I don't know what I plan to do is, as soon as this life ends, I'll literally cut the video from all those places where they spoke about it, and I'm going to save it, and I'll literally be pressing it everywhere because everybody needs to hear it. Like I said, some people even here, they registered and they just went mute because some of you think that there are certain people that evolve. And I'm promising you, if you've known me before now, even the people who entered this camp this time around, I am somebody that evolves. So you can, and like I said, you can never know me finish, and that's what one of the gifts that God gave me. So the people who are interested in buying the course, please either you type interested now and I'll send you the link. Like I told you, for just now, between now and 12 midnight, it's going to go for 30,000. By 12 midnight, it's going to go for 50. For in dollars, it's going to go to 100 by 12 midnight. I think yes, I think it's on 75. Yes, now. So it's going to get to 100 by 12 midnight as well. And then I'll take my time and sell. Like I said, the way it's even structured, it's more like a mentorship and community. My goal is long term. So at the end of, if you're not ready now, it's still okay for you to pay 50 much more later, because you're going to have access to me. Okay. You have, once you pay, you start your classes. As you're doing your classes, it's on your own pace. If you want to finish the class in 15 days and start making money immediately, you have my spirit. That's the kind of person I like. If I was the one on the other side and taking this course, me, you see these courses, but I was just laughing when they were talking. You see, maybe if I want to say 24 hours, I might be exaggerating, right? But in 2 days, I'll finish it. Those 30 videos, I'll finish them in 2 days. Finish the book, write my whatever. That's what happened to me. In fact, the first time I decided I was going to be a medical virtual assistant, I finished my course that night. I went to, was it Allison? I did the course that day. By the next day, I was certified. I started putting it out everywhere. And that's how I started my job, my work on Upwork, when I started working at Upwork. But then, of course, I also pivoted because I saw some other practices as well. So everything Upwork, I still know. We taught stays Upwork there for people who are very excited about Upwork. We have a class on Upwork, a full module on Upwork, and we still have another meeting, another event where we brought in other Upwork people to our communities to teach. So we're very, very loaded. So if you'd want to be a part of the class, like I said, it's 30,000 naira for this time T to 12 midnight tonight. But if you'd want to pay by after midnight, it's 50, and it's something expensive. I just want you to pay attention. That's all. And then I want you to understand that, okay, if you're giving this money, you probably will sit up because I've seen it all. That's why I made up my mind that it can never, if I sell anything less than that, I will not help you, right? And it's a full package. I don't think anybody will sell book and then sell the workbook and also will give you videos to help you. Then we'll also meet with you in live sessions every week. And then of course, when it tallies with my growth sessions on YouTube, you can meet me at any point, submit your assignments. I literally on the live, I'll be telling you, yeah, remove this one, remove this one. That's what I was doing for literally all my students who were showing up. So I don't know, do we have any questions? Everybody was saying, um, okay, so read it. What are you people saying? Oh, maybe I've lost track. Okay, so like I said, if you're interested, maybe what I will do, let me drop the link as well. Please, do you have any questions so far? Do we have any questions so far? Then I think I've seen Coach Wana, if you're still hearing me, and Delight, if people have any offers as well, you can come up. But Abimbola, the mic is yours. Hey, my darling Fortuna. How could you have come in late? Why? Okay, the mic is yours, Abimbola. Please, if you have anything to offer them, go ahead. This is your
Okay,
moment.
I'm a copywriter and I help brands to sell. So I have a package. It is called Conversation to Conversion Package. Conversation to Conversion Package. So it is consists of email marketing campaigns for your email marketing and also for your landing pages, sales copy and website copy. And of course, if you don't know what you need, I have a free 40 minutes clarity call on the package. So you can just search me on LinkedIn, Abimbola Terry. That's the name. You can, and if you are learning, if you are hoping to learn copywriting as well, you can reach out.
Awesome. Thank you so much. That's beautiful. So please let's keep asking our questions. We'll just probably just take the next few minutes, take more questions. Ola Niran, you feel lower. You said, how about you don't have any skill? We also help you do that. We'll help you. Like that's what we literally did for most people who came on board. We thought that in fact that's our first 3 classes. You by your third class, if you don't have a skill, then we'll learn dance together. But definitely it's not a problem at all. So any further question, please let's keep asking question. Do we have questions, please? Let us ask questions. How do I position myself to be visible on LinkedIn? Oh, yes, it's also part of our course. This one is the easiest of them all. What is your niche anyway? While I'm just say your niche quickly so that I can answer you. The easiest. That one is the easiest thing you can do. Okay, so yes, ma, I can position well as well. Can I position as well as graphic design and a content writer on LinkedIn effectively? Well, I think that niche is very related. I think the niche is very much related, if you ask me. They are very, very. It's a bit related. The only thing is, some people like you maybe I don't think you were around very early. One of the things I realized that some people will talk more than they design, and by the time I say, "Let me see your samples of what you've been designing," when I see it, it might not be something nice. That's where the problem is. Most times, because you're not focusing. Now, as a content writer, you need traffic. So that means you have to be online often if you really want to build an authority in content writing. But then as a graphic designer, you have to design often. So I don't know, you just keep mentioning this graphic design. I hope it's not, well, like I said, I don't want to look, I don't look down on any skill, right? I don't look down on any skill at all, no matter how simple it is, right? But I also want to be, it's very important that you are very effective and your excellence is in what you're doing. It's very, very important. So that's where the major challenge will be. It will not just be in, okay, I do both, is are you effective in doing both? But then if you're a multi potentialite, it's very good, but that means you're going to do a whole lot of videos, because content writing requires meditation and growth in writing, but then it also requires your presence. You have to be online often. So while you're online, if you can learn ways to probably if you can learn ways to probably design on the go, then you would have won yourself. You would have been, you would have become a very amazing person. But if you're all these you're not, you cannot multitask. Ah, when people see, I told you what happened now. So 10K, what is a graphic designer who is not doing so well in graphic doing with 10K followers? But now, because he already knows how to talk very well, he now thought, okay, he will start from charging people $100. But you're charging people $100 and you want to serve with a, you want to copy Canva style and sell it to anybody. I think that's wickedness. As far as I'm concerned, I think that's wickedness. Yes. So is it okay to host a free class first, then a paid one? Of course, this class that it's usually the principal. Like, I think that's part of the things that I taught our students as well. The first thing you should always do is, first of all, give. Make sure you give. Because the truth is that nobody's going to buy into you if you don't have an offer, right? Like, the reason why all our students are very excited, the reason why all of you who are currently on this live, or people who will eventually see this course within the next few hours, are going to buy from it, is because they leverage, they saw the opportunity and they latched on it. Like I told you guys, it was 103 or 4 or so. So I told you again, like, free class, one day, 2 days free class is very good. Nobody would try this thing I did. I've told you guys, nobody. It was because I was also looking at something else. That's why I was able to pull it off. Even if anybody tells you that they will do a free 30 days class for you, because of indiscipline, some of the days they will not even show up. And for me, I know the wirings of my heart. I'm not wired like that. Integrity and trust is one big thing I hold together first before I probably push myself in any other direction. But that's exactly what I would want anybody to do. First of all, like we taught them the law of the buy-in. So it means that nobody will buy from you except they buy into you. And part of the ways to ensure that people buy into you is that you at least give them. I taught them, I remember the word I told them in Hausa. It's called tati. Tati means you let people taste what you can offer. And then, in fact, that's what we're going to do with the big companies that we're going to map out in Abuja. For the people who are in Abuja, and this one is going to even happen before the picnic. I told you guys. So from next week, after my twins, their birthday, please, you guys should reach out to me. Whoever is in Abuja, well, for me, I want to map out the entire main city. So we'll enter NMPC just behind my house here, and a few other companies. What we can do is that we'll give them tepi, right? We can tell them, oh, we want to train their something on this or that, and that's it. We will not expect any money from it. But then the goal is, when the colors back again, we'll speak the English. But the most important thing is, let people have, first of all, a taste of your offer. That's what should happen to you first of all. So is there any other person? Somebody said, is it okay? Yes. So I've answered you, Angela. You're welcome. Ifeoluwa. You're welcome. Thank you. So this is the for people who are paying tonight, please, you can pay here. So Ekemini says, I've invested in both and effective in doing both. It's tasky. Okay, you must really be good. I think what you should do is that chat me up on WhatsApp. Let me see you're good. Me, I know I'm a very graphical person, so at least I can try maybe in giving you a very direct feedback. Awesome. So that's lovely. Let me see that. Okay, awesome. So then you can talk about it if that's what you do effectively and you've been able to put a balance. Okay, so let's see. Nurse said, you've not answered me, ma'am. You asked for my niche. I said nursing and public speaker. Okay, public speaker health on health matters. Your own is very simple now. Your own is very, very simple. In fact, most times when I see my health people, I just used to cry. I'm grateful that Aproko doctor lifted, at least showed us the way by lifting our heads, at least for the people who are going to be in the mainstream. I'm saying that because backstage, I'm like my husband's like pastor branding assistant. And then the good part is that I am a medical doctor as well. So it's easier for me to tell him what to do. And then that's why I'm taking my growth on our YouTube app, our combined YouTube together very seriously. It's just simply because healthcare people and shenanigans are like 5 and 6. But guess what? If you're on TikTok, especially for nursing, right? Public speaking on health matters. Pick a niche. You cannot just be talking about any health, right? So if you're into nursing, which one do you know very well? Are you a midwife? If you're not a midwife, what are you? Okay, are you into kidneys? Which part of nursing do you enjoy very well? For me, based on is it pregnancy? Do you like to see people pregnant? I'm not even saying that you have all the stuff together. Like I told people in my class from day one, the reason why a lot of Nigerians are broke is that when it comes to collaboration, they are very selfish, right? They want to be the takers. They don't want to give. They don't want to partner. That's why a whole lot of people are broke. That's the problem, right? And then you know that if you pay, you're going to likely sacrifice, but you don't want to pay. You just want everybody. My destiny helper. So randomly, was it last 2 weeks? I went on TikTok and I saw someone, right? I don't even know whether she's a doctor or a nurse. But I entered her life on purpose because I needed to stay there to be sure that whatever it is that she was teaching those people was correct. So I just told myself, okay, 30 minutes while I'm working, I'm designing, I'm trying to do a few things. I'm just going to listen to this lady. And guess what? Everybody who came on the class, she does is she's going to meet with you once a week. Once a week, she would help you. You'll just be asking questions. She'll put you in a WhatsApp group. You just be asking questions as a pregnant woman, and she was charging them 25,000. That's all. And they were just registering. And it makes sense because a lot of women have lost their children. Is that a pain point? Yes. People, when they lose their children, it's a pain point. It's like for me, if you are broke, if you're tired of being broke, you still come back to me. Do you understand? After you've used the money that you're supposed to pay me to eat shawarma, you still come back and pay because you need money, right? So that's how it works. So the first thing will be what particular niche. So I'm asking you now, Nurse Chiji, please write it down. What particular niche do you want to offer, or would you want to talk about since you're a public speaker? Because the goal is that, okay, that means your own is even very easy now. Like I said, when I started my whole content creator remote work journey, my first ever job was public speaking in health matters. And guess what? That was my first ever job, and I was paid almost 500K. So there's money there. In fact, so much money. I even remember rejecting one other job very similar, almost very closely, because then my head, I was just in finish gate. And that was the woman was a staunch millionaire who just enjoyed health. Like the person preferred going from like motherless baby home, going to schools to educate them on health. I was just supposed to be the attaché doctor, but they our like the way the person was saying it, the person wanted to twist me, so opted out. It was much more later. She was now telling me that please I should just name any amount. By then, Phoenix Gate was already on my head. It was a vision that was bigger than me just saying, okay, I'm going to drop off this just because I want to make money. Okay, so the thing I'm going to ask you is now, what is your niche? If here's your niche, day one, day three, if you don't have a niche, yes, from our Maslow's hierarchy of needs, which we did in day two, niche down to a specific niche that is very top that you can easily do. Then the second step will be, is it in demand? Then the third step is just find something that you like about it. Let's say you didn't want to talk about pregnancy before, but because you've been pregnant once and you know that experience you went through and you can still recollect your pain points. If you suffered in pregnancy very well, my dear, that has become your brand story. So we taught all of that in the classes as well. Okay, so people should not be making me say anyway, even if I say everything, I told you guys 30 classes. Then you can, in fact, if I told you they 1 to 3, if you just start it, you just say, oh, GB, you've been leaving money on the table, right? So that's what you will do. So as a nurse, once you've niched down, then I broke it down for them into the 5 pillars. You can decide which of the pillars you want to earn money from. But like we said, day one, vulnerability post, tell people that this is what you're going to be doing. You'll be requiring their support, that you have seen. Talk about your brand story. That's your pain point. You've seen a lot of people. But if you have a story, in fact, there is a video that went viral of how somebody died or lost their wife or their something, or you saw a Facebook, all those I don't know where Facebook used to get their stories. I actually feel like those people there, they used to concoct all those wickedness stories. But you can have some of those stories that they post on Facebook, and you do a video and put the photo right on the side of you, and you just say, how many of you heard this story? Well, this is what I want to say, that me during my time, you talk about the story, then why are you invested in this, your experience, then you go ahead to talk about the solution, then who you are and why you think you're the best fit and why people should join you. All these things we thought about it, right? I can't say everything. So you see that I even got it. My maternal child is hot cake. So you already have niched down for nothing. My dear, if you can just sit down and take this course, I said from day one, when you start it, you will start releasing, like for me personally, I'll see to it that you go from day one to day 30, because now I'm obligated to you, and then we'll see how we go. Okay, the only issue I have, okay, Keminite. Ha. Hey, Kemini, it's obvious that you came late because many people, let me talk like my mom. Did I put water in my mouth when I told you people that I have 5 YouTube channels? What does it tell you people now? Who is doing this? My darling, you might want to look at the replay. Okay. You might want to look at the replay. Thank you so much, Angela. You're welcome. Okay, thank you so much. It came in here. I'll see your portfolio. Okay, so I think we're done. Delight, please, if you have any offer for them, please go ahead and let them know.
Okay, so like I said previously, I talked about the book and the masterclass that is coming up. I also have a community that you can join, Ignite Global. So we talk about shining your light through excellence. So one thing I believe is that I'm a light that is meant to shine and encourage others to shine also. I see a lot of people dimming their light, hiding in disguise. They are good at work, they are good at what they do, but they cannot speak and position themselves to be visible. What I saw recently, I can't really recall who said this, but this statement really hit me. You're not getting the promotion because you're not visible. And that's the truth. You may be doing a lot of things, but if you're not visible in your workplace, you don't know how to structure your grammar, structure your words, and shine brightly, even your excellence will not be seen and you will not get what is due and deserved you. So I encourage you, you can either join Ignite Global um, um, community, you can join the waitlist for my book, Beyond Words, Mastering Effective Communication. Maybe I'll just drop the link in the chat. You can easily click on my link tree and check out the offers. Please follow me on social media also. I'm very much active. I will reply your messages. Thank you so much, Dr. Vivian. I just want to say thank you once more. Thank you for the knowledge that you shared for us for the past 30 days throughout the month of May. Was amazing. And I'm doing a lot of things in June. And you are the reason why I got to do a lot of things this June. One of my friends was like, Delight. I say, I'm in my Dululu season. And thank you, Dr. Vivian, for the motivation.
I
Thank you, ma.
appreciate you. Thank you so much. So over to you, Coach Warner.
Yes, thank you very much, Dr. Vivian. I really appreciate your time and your energy so far you have put in for these 30 days. Um, God will reward you. And I love what you are doing, building capacity. What you are doing, you are building capacity. You are training people out there so that at the end of the day, the reward will come. Imagine by the time we come back after 30 days again, come and tell you this is what we have made so far, and we are training people. It is still part of your growth, right? So all of us we actually came from you. So that's the most important thing. That's the most important thing. Um, Let me just say give a little package or I have. Yeah, at the moment, anybody that's interested to learn about data analysis, especially qualitative aspect and research about research analysis, they can send a message. We are on it. We'll have a WhatsApp community. At the same time, if you want to, you have a niche and you don't know how to monetize it, you can reach us to. And most importantly, Dr. Vivian, if you have not signed up for her 30 days program, I don't know what you are waiting for. I don't know what you're waiting for because you miss a lot. Like it's even more than that 30,000 naira she's charging. I won't lie to you. It's more than 30,000 naira because you get a lot of knowledge, a lot of skills, a lot of things that at the end of the 30 days, you'll be able to set up a brand by yourself and start making money within 30 days. I really appreciate you. Thank you very much.
Hey God, I'm super excited. You guys are my joy. You guys are my joy. Like, and the beautiful thing was that I saw you guys come into class literally every day. And for those of you who missed catch up, right? And I don't know. I will not play with any of you. You guys know now. So I would want to, like I said, I think I
Yes.
posted that like 4 days ago. I bless all of you. Like we said again, I said it's even after we've taught you all the skills, just understand that in this life, right? For people on the other side, they say they call it luck, but we talk about the grace of God resting on everything that we do. I sincerely pray for all of you that the
Yes.
mercy of God will rest on the works of your hands and that God will make you stand out.
Amen.
Even in that contract, we believe that more contracts will come from there. And then the anointing of the Lord will rest on you to deliver quick and excellently.
Amen.
Thank you so
Amen.
much for making me proud.
Amen.
I am super proud and I'm excited already. So for everybody who is joining now, right? Like I told you guys, the
Thank
three
you.
classes that once you just check in this channel, you just see the three classes are free. Every other class will be locked up because I promised them I was going to lock it up, and then that's the only way it's going to be fair. That somebody is going to be paying for them is that it has to be unlisted. So if you're here, you can quickly just jump on the three free courses. The goal is so that you can find yourself. Please find yourself now while you still can. That's just what we are saying. And then because that's the first place for monetization, clarity, and niche down severally. That's what I thought. Because some people are saying they don't want to niche down, they should niche down, they don't want to niche down. You have to, the beauty of niching down is this thing that is happening to me right now. Everything that happened this night was not scripted. I mean, I even told myself, why should I read from anywhere? It's because if you do something over and over again, you don't need to be scripted for it. You don't need, of course, if you're starting out, yes, some of you, and that's what I told them when they were preparing their videos and releasing content daily. I told them outright, you have videos where you be writing every day, research if you can, but there's a phase you get to and you cannot write nada. You just open your mouth and all your thoughts will literally align with your stories and everything to bring people on board. And that's what I'm hoping that a whole lot of you are going to do. So for the people who are hoping to join the class, like I said, I think I've shared, you can still chat me up on LinkedIn if you would want to. I have posted the link here. Where's the link? I don't even know. I think we've had a lot of conversations before then. But does anybody have any further question? If you have any questions, else once you pay this night, your work will start this night. That's how I work. That's how my mind works. I don't want you to be hanging around, going jumping from social media to the other without having something to offer, right? Or being careless. No. So I make sure you start your classes immediately, right? As soon as you come on board, you start your classes immediately. But like I said, it's still up to all of you. Thank you so much, everybody. So this is also a way of me telling everybody who came on for this live that I appreciate you, I honor you, and then I really, really see what you're doing. For those who would like to partner with me, please do well to reach out to me. Yes, I'm also open to teach personal branding to companies, help you set up, strategize as well. I do very well with strategy, right? I can align. Of course, content creation is very easy since now day one. So if you're confused about having a particular content for yourself, day one, we even have a prompt for you already, so that you're already sounding, most of your conversations and your posts will already start having authority because you are now intentional about the things that you give out. So in the absence of all that, I would want to say thank you so much for coming on board. And then I don't know, I think we can just call it a night. So if you're still on this live, you can type I am a hey, I think this is the time now. Mr. Wanna say I am a mover and you are here for my lights. Now you have made
I'm
me
a mover. I'm a
happy.
mover. I'm a mover.
Yes, thank you so much. So if you're on the live,
Thank
just
you very
say
much.
bye bye. Just type I am a mover, and we're going to be ending this live in four, three. Yes, the light, two, and one. Good night, everybody. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate you all. Good night.